Hello, Internet. I'm Insane Lane, and welcome to Book Club. How is everyone this evening? Hello, everybody in the chat. There's a sleeping doggy near me, and a kitty laying on the floor, which is very odd for him. I think the pets have gotten the mistaken idea that I have food, and so they're staying close in case either of them gets given food, because the kitty has now worked out that he does in fact like treats, and that people food equals treats. He was always offered. Whenever I gave the pup something, I offered the kitty something, but he couldn't work his kitty fuzzy brain around the fact that he was allowed to eat the thing I was giving him. He would usually sniff it, occasionally lick it, and then walk away because he didn't know, hey, I can eat that. But he has, at last, after like 10 years of being a kitty, figured it out. So now he's very, 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 very determined that anytime the pup gets something, he gets something too. And by that I mean he loudly meows. Very loudly. In that I'm a kitty and I demand it kind of way. So, as for once, I actually kind of remember what happened last week because something actually happened. I.e., he, quote, showed her the worst. I will try very hard not to laugh at that 6 hits with a belt being the concept of the worst. Even in the book, it is lackluster. Like, and I get that there was probably concern about making him irredeemable, but we kind of are, that ship has already sailed. So there probably were versions where he did a lot darker things that I actually would have qualified as being the worst or, unexpected. But also, he was very well aware that the person he's doing it to is, she's only known that the BDSM lifestyle or the sadist masochist lifestyle exists for about a week and a half. So, of course, and he knows that she's not a masochist. So, even in his own internal monologue, he knew that this was a terrible idea, that she was going to like hate it and freak out and probably leave, and he did it anyway. And then exactly those things happened. So it's kind of like, dude, you knew exactly what would happen because you said it to yourself, but you couldn't help it. He said I shouldn't do it to her, but then he couldn't stop himself because he gets off on it. That's what he said. He likes beating little brown-haired girls till they cry. That's what gets him off. Which, again, as long as everything's consensual, fine. But it's borderline not. It always has been borderline not and crossing into actually not a few times. But, yeah, she's not a masochist. So now it's going to be, I predict in the last, and we will probably get into the second book, which I have handy. We will probably start into that because there's only like 30 pages left. And some of them are very short. So I predict the following for tonight. I predict he whines and moans. I predict he lashes out at his staff. He stalks her from a distance. There will be some kind of small update about the stalker girl, Layla. We'll get some kind of an update on her. She'll make an appearance or something very briefly and then disappear again because it's not her big scene yet. That's later. And then he will start secret evil plan to win Anastasia back. That's what it's gonna be. He's gonna have people keeping tabs on her. He already bought the place where she's working, so that's a pretty easy way to keep tabs on her. And yeah, he's gonna come up with some way to win her back or convince her that he's not the monster that she saw, or that it's gonna be, no, baby, you can handle this. You can totally handle this. It wasn't that bad. He's gonna gaslight her for sure. There's 100% gonna be extensive amounts of gaslighting going on. But this is why they're not compatible. They both would have to make radical changes to their personality and, like, sexual habits, not that she really has any, to be compatible. So, again, at best, he's, like, he's pulling the Svengali thing with her, which is, generally frowned upon because it's brainwashing and subverting somebody's personality to make them your perfect sex slave, and that's not really, not really a thing that people should do. And yet it sold billions of copies and got made into movies, with more movies of basically the same thing just set in London this time. Because, yeah, for anyone who missed the Mister and the Mrs. the other series, it's the same thing. The first one is just all 350 Shades crammed into one book and set in London. That's it. It's the only change. But we'll get into it. All rise for the national anthem.
If you're still struggling with consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea. You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they go, "Oh my God, I would love a cup of tea, thank you." Then you know they want a cup of tea. If you say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they're like, I'm not really sure." Then you can make them a cup of tea, or not, but be aware that they might not drink it. And if they don't drink it, then, and this is the important bit, don't make them drink it. Just because you made it doesn't mean you're entitled to watch them drink it. And if they say, "No thank you," then don't make them tea. At all. Just don't make them tea. Don't make them drink tea. Don't get annoyed at them for not wanting tea. They just don't want tea, okay? They might say, "Yes, please, that's kind of you." And then when the tea arrives, they actually don't want the tea at all. Sure, that's kind of annoying as you've gone to all the effort of making the tea, but they remain under no obligation to drink the tea. They did want tea, now they don't. Some people change their mind in the time it takes to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk. And it's okay for people to change their mind, and you are still not entitled to watch them drink it. And if they are unconscious, don't make them tea. Unconscious people don't want tea, and they can't answer the question, "Do you want tea?" because they're unconscious. Okay, maybe they were conscious when you asked them if they wanted tea, and they said yes, but in the time it took you to boil the kettle or brew the tea and add the milk, they are now unconscious. You should just put the tea down, make sure the unconscious person is safe, and this is the important part again, don't make them drink the tea. They said yes then, sure, but unconscious people don't want tea. If someone said yes to tea, started drinking it, and then passed out before they'd finished it, don't keep on pouring it down their throat. Take the tea away. Make sure they are safe, because unconscious people don't want tea. Trust me on this. If someone said yes to tea around your house last Saturday, that doesn't mean they want you to make them tea all the time. They don't want you to come around to their place unexpectedly and make them tea and force them to drink it, going, "But you wanted tea last week," or to wake up to find you pouring tea down their throat, going, "But you wanted tea last night." If you can understand how completely ludicrous it is to force people to have tea when they don't want tea, and you are able to understand when people don't want tea, then how hard is it to understand when it comes to sex? Whether it's tea or sex, consent is everything. And on that note, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Alrighty then. Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? Let's introduce the ducks, shall we? We have Ralph, Charlotte, Steve, Paddington, Caspian, Inspector Clouseau, Dumbo, Sally, Bill, Xavier, Eloise, Pongo, Mitch, Sansu, Bob with two B's, Sasha, Bartholomew, Alex, Chuckles, Melman, Naruto, Jeremy DeWitt, and Cinemark. And of course, we still have two ducks left who have never been out of this bag. And for the low, low price of $10, they can be liberated and named by you. And for $25, I will put on these handcuffs for 20 pages or so. 50 for both. Or for 50, I will chug this glass of wine, which I will refill appropriately if needed. But how is everyone this evening? I know Artie's also live. I wish I was watching, because he's watching a video that I really want to see him react to, and I wanted to tease him during it a lot. No, I can't. But I do hope my lips look extra fabulous because my birthday present to myself arrived, which was my favorite lipstick, all the way from England because they still have it there. And I was able to get it for a reasonable price. Just took a really long time to get here. But that's okay. Of course, I have one piece of hair that wants to stick up. But we are pretty much at the end of the book. There's not much left. There's about 30 pages or so. That's why I do have the second book right here, and we'll get into it if we have time. Because I didn't want to just do like a really short book club, but I didn't do the page count until like later today. That's why the thumbnail does not reflect that. But we'll see. We'll see where we get to. Because we are past the end of the movie where they're officially sort of broken up because we know he's not going to let her go. That's why it's sort of. So he quote unquote showed her the worst. She couldn't handle it. She confessed that she is completely in love with him and then walks out and returns the car and the laptop and the phone and all that. I totally would have kept the stuff. He gave her an overinflated price for the car that he stole and sold without her permission. And now I predict we're going to have a lot of feel sorry for him garbage, followed by him being a stalker and then formulating a plan to win her back. So, chapter 20. There's a lot. There's like 5 chapters, and they're all like 3-4 pages. So that's why you can't do chapter count with this because there isn't proper chapters. Sunday, June 5th, 2011. I just want to go back and see what day did this start on. Let's see, what is the book's official canon for how long they've known each other? It's less than a month. It started on May 9th. That's the day they met, May 9th. Hey, we're actually reading this sort of in real time. So they have known each other by the book's own canon. And I feel like this was stretched about 3 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. Which yeah, that's short. I gaze up at the bedroom ceiling. Sleep eludes me. I'm tormented by Anna's fragrance. I'm already dying. Which still clings to my bed sheets. I pull her pillow over to my face and breathe in her scent. It's torture. It's heaven. And for a moment, I contemplate death by suffocation. Oh, we're starting real cheery. Like, oh my God. Get a grip, Gray. Yeah, I agree with the voices in his head. Get a fucking grip. I rerun the morning's events in my head. Could they have unfolded any differently? As a rule, I never do this because it's a waste of energy. But today I'm looking for clues as to where I went wrong. You knew that before you did it. You know what went wrong. See, this is the problem. He's not replaying events in his head. He's trying to rewrite history in his head. And that never goes well. And no matter how I play it out, I know in my bones we would have reached this impasse, whether it was this morning or in a week or in a month or in a year. Better it happened now before I inflicted any further pain on Anastasia. That is actually correct. That is remarkably insightful because, yes, they were always going to wind up here. They're fundamentally incompatible on certain things. And so, yeah, this was always going to be an impasse. So, yeah, I agree. Better to get it out of the way now. And the thing is, they should both stay away from each other and move on. But that's not going to happen. Because he's declared, I own you. And thinks that her whispered, I'll never leave you in her sleep counts as like a permanent promise of fidelity or something. What can we say? He's warped. I think of her huddled in her little white bed. I can't picture her in the new apartment. I've not been there yet. But I imagine her in that room in Vancouver where I once slept with her. I shake my head. That was the best night's sleep I've had in years. The radio alarm reads 2 in the morning. I've lain here for 2 hours, my mind churning. I take a deep breath, inhaling her scent once more, and close my eyes. Oh god, we're going into toddler flashback territory, and my eyes are watering like mad for some reason. Ugh. I think I might be slightly allergic to one of my makeup. The problem is I use all like hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, metal-free, like kind of stuff, so it's like, are you kidding me? How can I be allergic to anti-allergy makeup? Oh, but it does appear to be the case whether I like it or not. Hi, puppy on my leg. Ah! Phone cord water. Bad. Okay, you come here. I wasn't yelling at you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. Oh, now he thinks it's him. Okay, yes, Belly. All right, come here, because I know you want to. Come on, up. Yep. Okay, yep. I know I didn't fix the tie where he broke it yet. I forgot. Okay. Hi. Hi, puppy doodle. Hi. Yes, I thought you were sleeping. He's going, ha, I only wanted you to think I was sleeping. Really, I was waiting for the perfect moment to jump up on your chest and be a puppy. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good boy. He's a good boy. Yes. You were pretty good today. For at least right now, he's getting along with the kitty because Kitty let him lick his face last night. Yes, you were happy to see the kitty come to bed. Yeah. And Kitty let you give him a bath. And the two of you actually shared the bed without fighting. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Yes. You're a puppy. I know. You're sleepy. I know. I know you're sleepy. Yes, you are. You're a sleepy baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a good baby. Yes, you are. Okay, I gotta put you down and read a book, okay? I can't hold the book and you at the same time. What's on your belly, fur? Oh, you need a bath. Yes, you need a bath. You need a bath. You're dirty. You need a bath. I know you disagree. He never thinks he needs a bath. His idea of a bath is rolling in mud. Yes, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes. Maybe you can do that tomorrow. Okay? Okay? What do you think? Okay? You go hold down your pillow, okay? Oh, which I have to remember to wash. I want to do a cartoon voice so badly. Mommy can't see me. I stand in front of her. She can't see me. She's asleep with her eyes open. Or sick. Oh, this is him realizing his mother's dead. Great. We're really troweling on thick to feel sorry for him. Did I not predict this? Like, I hear a rattle. His keys. He's back. I run and hide and make myself small under the table in the kitchen. My cars are here with me. Bang. The door slams shut, making me jump. Through my fingers, I see Mommy. She turns her head to see him. Then she's asleep on the couch. He's wearing his big boots with the shiny buckles and standing over Mommy, shouting. He hits Mommy with a belt. Get up. Get up. You are one fucked up bitch. You are one fucked up bitch. Mommy makes a noise. A wailing noise. Stop. Stop hitting Mommy. Stop hitting Mommy. You really could, like, this is so. This is before AI, but this is the most, like, AI fucking text. It's so goddamn basic. Also, I swear to God, this is the scene from Dexter. Like, I can't remember exactly what year Dexter started, but I swear to God, this scene is from Dexter. I run at him and hit him. I hit him and I hit him. He laughs and smacks me across the face. No, Mommy shouts. You are one fucked up bitch. Mommy makes herself small. Small like me. And then she's quiet. You are one fucked up bitch. You really just take copy paste like 50 times. You are one fucked up bitch. You are one fucked up bitch. It really says it all these times. Like, you really couldn't have. There could have been like actual content, anything, some kind of interaction other than just like the most basic of like bad relationship. I am under the table. I have my fingers in my ears and I close my eyes. The sound stops. He turns and I can see his boots as he stomps into the kitchen. He carries the belt, slapping it against his leg. He's trying to find me. He stoops down and grins. He smells nasty, of smoking and drinking and bad smells. There you are, you little shit. Okay, so we're supposed to take from that he grew up and became this guy, only without the drugs. And he finds women that consent to letting him beat them. Which, again, if that's your thing, no judgment. It's fine, as long as everyone is consenting. The problem is, the woman that he wants is not into that. And also, I don't like this that it portrays that like kids that get abused become the abuser, because that is the exception, not the rule. But he is like right down to the belt and probably the jeans turned into the guy that like killed his mother. Like, even though she like, I think she OD'd or something, but he was like her dealer, so he's like kind of responsible. You know, so he grew up turned into this guy, and then likes to repeat the abuse on women who look like his mother. Like, it is deeply fucked up. But I would also argue that his being abused by Elena is what really fucked him up, because if she hadn't like introduced him to all the BDSM and sadism stuff, then he wouldn't have probably gotten into it or gone that way. I mean, I know he says like, she saved me because I was an angry kid and I got in a lot of fights as a teenager. A lot of teenage boys get in a lot of fights. A lot of them have rage problems, and yeah, his history like gives him something to drive all that, but getting into like basketball or karate or something could have, done the channeling of the rage thing too. It didn't have to be getting into an underage like illegal relationship with a 40-year-old dominatrix. So if anything, Elena's the one that did the more damage, because the only way he knows how to have sex is like with all that pageantry and, all the BDSM stuff, because he's never had normal sex. So he like, and anytime you do something for the first time, that's kind of always how you think it should be done, even if you're wrong. So it's like that. So yeah, it's true. It's the only way he knows how to have sex, but that doesn't mean it's permanent. Which is where we get into the savior angel character of Anastasia, because she comes along with her innocence and virtue and heals the wounded monster and shows him that vanilla sex can be okay. That is pretty much their entire relationship. They have like nothing in common. And the BDSM stuff does not explain his super stalker bullshit. A chilling wail wakes me. I'm drenched in sweat and my heart is pounding. I sit bolt upright in bed. Fuck. The eerie noise was from me. I take a deep, steadying breath and try to rid my memory of the smell of body odor and cheap bourbon and stale Camel cigarettes. You are one fucked up son of a bitch. Anna's words ring in my head. Like his. Fuck. I couldn't help the crack whore. I tried. Good God, I tried. Here you are, you little shit. But I could help Anna. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I let her go. I had to let her go. No, she left you. You didn't let her go. She left you. Big difference. She didn't need all this shit. I glance at the clock. It's 3:30. I head into the kitchen and after drinking a large glass of water, make my way to the piano. Of course. wake again with a jolt and it's light. Early morning sunshine fills the room. I was dreaming of Anna. Anna kissing me, her tongue in my mouth, my fingers in her hair, pressing her delectable body against me, her hands tethered above her head. Where is she? For one sweet moment, I forgot all that transpired yesterday. Then it floods back. She's gone. Fuck. The evidence of my desire presses into the mattress. We couldn't get 2 pages. That's the rule. That is the rule. I'm officially setting it for the rest of the series. We cannot go 2 pages, 2 full pages, without his penis being mentioned in some way. It's just, oh my god, like really, even in the scenes where we're supposed to feel bad for him, and he's mourning like her loss, we still have to be reminded that he's constantly has a hard on. Oh, dude. Just go to Elena and get her to pick you a new sub. Once you fuck somebody else, you'll be over Anastasia. But, of course, he's not going to do that. But the memory of her bright eyes, clouded with hurt and humiliation as she left, soon solves that problem. Feeling like shit, I lie on my back and stare at the ceiling, arms above my head. The day stretches out before me, and for the first time in years, I don't know what to do with myself. I check the time again. 5:58. Hell, I might as well go for a run. You know what to do with yourself. You could try actually going to work. You know that multi-billion-dollar company you supposedly run. You could actually show up at the office. Because I don't think he's done that in about a month. Prokop's arrival of the Montagues and Capulets. Don't ask me to pronounce that again because I don't know who wrote it. Blares in my ears as I pound the sidewalk through the early morning quiet of 4th Avenue. I ache everywhere. My lungs are bursting. My head is throbbing. And the yawning, dull ache of loss eats away at my insides. I cannot run from this pain. No, I'm trying. I stop to change the music and drag precious air into my lungs. I want something violent. Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas. Yeah. I pick up the pace. I find myself running down Vine Street, and I know it's insane, but I hope to see her. Here we go. I should have said he's gonna like jog by where she works, because of course he is. As I near her street, my heart races harder, and my anxiety escalates. I'm not desperate to see her. I just want to check that she's okay. Yeah, you've been apart for like 8 hours! No, that's not true. I want to see her. Finally on the street, I pace past her apartment building. Yep. Can't go one day without being a stalker. All is quiet. An Oldsmobile trundles up the road. 2 dog walkers are out, but there's no sign of life from inside her apartment. Crossing the street, I pause on the sidewalk opposite, then duck into the doorway of an apartment building to catch my breath. No, you did not. He's literally the guy standing on the street staring at her windows. Like, this is how so many episodes of Criminal Minds start. And like serial killer movies. Oh dear God. Just have to write a note to a friend. Oh. It is just too predictable sometimes. Oh. Oh. No. Hair in my ear. Itch. Oh, itchy. Ugh. This is why I always say I will never cut my hair short again, and then I forget and do it, because growing it out when it gets to that length where it's like not quite long enough to stay behind your ears. Where were we? The curtains of one room are closed, the others open. Perhaps that's her room. Maybe she's still asleep, if she's there at all. A nightmare scenario forms in my mind. She went out last night, got drunk, met someone. No, been apart for one night and he's going crazy. Bile rises in my throat. The thought of her body in someone else's hands. Some asshole basking in the warmth of her smile, making her giggle, making her laugh, making her come. We're still spelling it wrong. It takes all my self control not to go barging through the front door of her apartment to check that she's still there and on her own. You have no goddamn right. She is not yours. Like, that is the most stalker fucking statement. She does not belong to you, you rich, selfish bastard. Like, dear fucking God. I really just want to highlight that whole fucking paragraph, but I'm not going to. You brought this on yourself, Gray. Forget her. She's not for you. Again, the internal monologue is correct. He just doesn't listen. I tug my Seahawks cap low over my face and sprint on down Western Avenue. My jealousy is raw and angry. It fills the gaping hole. I hate it. It stirs something deep in my psyche that I really don't want to examine. I run harder, away from that memory, away from the pain, away from Anastasia Steele, till he circles the block and goes back to standing in the doorway. Would we be surprised? It's dusk over Seattle. I stand up and stretch. I've been at my desk in my study all day and it's been productive, so no, he didn't go to the office. Roz has worked hard too. She's prepared and sent me a first draft business plan and a letter of intent for SIP. Okay, so he hasn't outright bought it yet, but he's about to. At least I'll be able to keep an eye on Anna. Yeah, that's putting her behind you. By the place where she works. Hi, it's a puppy. He's worried because I'm being loud. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, you're doing your job. You're being a wonderful puppy. Yes. Am I disturbing your nap time? I know. I know. This is usually when you take your big nap before going to bed. Okay, little puppy. You're all right. You want to come up, don't you? Okay. One more time. Only 'cause you're cute. Come here. Up, up. No, I'm not going to rub your belly. Ugh, you suck. You're suck. You're sucky. Come on, up. All right, if you don't want up. No, I'm not getting down there and rubbing your belly. I'm sorry. Belly, belly, belly. Oh, now we want up? No, I just want to flip on the other side and have more belly. But that's not happening. My lips are way too dry. See, this is the thing with brand new lipsticks. It still has a shape. Alright, I'm gonna cry when I can't get any more of this. The thought is painful and appealing and equal. Hi. The second I start again, who wants attention? All right, up. Yes, see? And you managed to mute me, because of course you did. Because of course you did. Yes, you did. You're a puppy. Yes, you're a puppy. I know. Yeah, see how you're sleepy? That's because you should be sleeping. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, mommy has hiccups. Okay. It's time for you to go nap naps, okay? Here. Get gunk on your eye. Okay? It's nap nap time for you. Okay? Okay? Nap nap time? Nap nap time? Yeah, baby. Yes. He's falling asleep. Yes, you're closing your little eyes. You're so sleepy. Yes, you're just so sleepy. Yes, you're sleepy. I'm sorry I woke you. Okay. Mommy's okay. Okay, mommy's okay. Everything's okay. You're alright. Yes, you are. Yes, he's going to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. You're gonna go in your crate and you're gonna have a nap, okay? Just go in your crate and have a nap. Okay? Nap nap times. Nap nap time. Yes, it's nap nap time. I read and commented on 2 patent applications, a few contracts, and a new design spec. And while lost in the detail of those, I have not thought about her. The little glider is still on my desk, taunting me, reminding me of happier times, like she said. I take her I picture her standing in the doorway of my study wearing one of my t-shirts, all long legs and blue eyes, just before she'd seduced me. Another first. I miss her. There, I admit it. I check my phone, hoping in vain, and there's a text from Elliot. Beer hotshot. I respond, no, busy. Elliot's response is immediate. Fuck you then. Yeah, fuck me. Nothing from Anna. No missed call, no email. The nagging pain in my gut intensifies. She's not going to call. She wanted out. She wanted to get away from me, and I can't blame her. It's for the best. I head back into the kitchen for a change of scenery. Gail is back. The kitchen has been cleaned. There's a pot bubbling on the stove. Smells good, but I'm not hungry. She walks in while I'm eyeing what's cooking. Good evening, sir. Gail. She pauses, surprised by something. Surprised by me? Shit, I must look bad. Chicken chasseur? She asks in her voice uncertain. Sure, I mutter. For 2? She asks. I stare at her and she looks embarrassed. For 1. Okay, puppy. Okay, I know that you want all of the attention all of the time, but you're pushing it. Okay? You have been thoroughly cuddled and petted and belly rubbed. Yes. It's time for you to go to bed. He's an overactive toddler right now. He's very sleepy, but he doesn't want to go to sleep because I'm doing something that does not include him. So basically, you're just a jealous little suck. Yeah. He has no problem with being that. He knows. Yes, you know, don't you? Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Yes. Now go lay down and fall asleep. Uh, 10 minutes, she says, her voice wavering. Fine. My voice is frigid. See, I told you to be a dick to his staff. I turn to leave. Mr. Gray? She stops me. What, Gail? It's nothing. Sorry to disturb you. She turns to the stove to stir the chicken, and I head off to have another shower. Christ, even my staff have noticed that something's rotten in the state of fucking Denmark. That's the end of the chapter. It was like 3 pages long. Most of these are. But, like, yeah, you probably look like crap. Ugh. Plus, there's an actual person missing. So, I think they've kind of noticed the absence of somebody who has been around. Plus, we know that Gail and Taylor are having a thing, and Taylor knows that she left, so he probably told her. Ugh, why am I stiffy? It's about that time. Oh, fix time. This looks remarkably purple on the glass. There's a fine line between darker reds and purples. Monday, June 6, 2011. I dread going to bed. It's after midnight. I'm tired and I sit at my piano playing the Bach Marcello piece over and over again. Remembering her head resting on my shoulder, I can almost smell her sweet fragrance. For fuck's sake, she said she'd try. Of course he's gonna get mad at her. I stop playing and clutch my head in both hands, my elbows hammering out 2 discordant chords as I lean on the keys. She said she'd try, but then she fell at the first hurdle. Okay, trying doesn't mean succeeding, and she did try. She let you do it, and then said, I don't like that. She did try, you idiot. Hello to whoever's just come in. Hello, Sethel. Good to see you. We're up to him feeling sorry for himself and blaming her because she said she'd try and then she did and didn't like it, and somehow that means she didn't try. And this is after literally the morning after that she left. He happens to go jogging past her new apartment and spend some time hiding in a doorway, staring at her windows, hoping to catch a glimpse of her. Because that's not creepy at all. And that's literally the next morning. Oh, and as predicted, he's being a dick to everybody. She fell at the first hurdle, and then she ran. Why did I hit her so hard? You didn't. Okay, he deliberately said that he was not hitting her as hard as he would hit other subs because he didn't want her to run, but she still did. Which he knew she was going to do. It's like, dude, you fully predicted everything that was going to happen. And then it happened, and you're all surprised. Deep inside, I know the answer, because she asked me to, and I was too impetuous and selfish to resist the temptation. Yep, fully correct! Yep. Fully fucking correct on that. He knew it was a bad idea, he knew she wasn't ready, he did it anyway, and the predictable happened. Okay, I have been there, done that. I have had submissives myself who claim they can handle things and then can't. And it's like, well, what do you do? Because you got to, at some point, you got to take people at their word. But, she's not in the lifestyle and he knew and she didn't. So it's unfair playing ground from the beginning. Because she had no idea what she was asking for. And seduced by her challenge, I seized the opportunity to move us on to where I wanted us to be. And she didn't safe word, and I hurt her more than she could take. When I promised her I'd never do that. See, the problem is you don't know where that line is until you find it. Hi, puppy. Okay, we have overactive toddler puppy who has had plenty of attention and has been picked up and cuddled. All right, you get one more very brief cuddle, and then you are going to bed, mister. What did the kitty, scare you? What happened? Are you two fighting? Huh? Did the kitty say something mean to you? No, he just wants to stay up because mommy's doing something and I'm a little baby and I want to be involved in it. And even though I'm literally falling asleep in mommy's arms, I don't want to go lay down because I'll miss the thing. Yeah, you're a baby. I'm sorry, you cannot sleep in my arms right now. Okay? Say goodnight, everybody. Yes, good night. Sleepy baby. Yes, you're a little sleepy baby. Yes, you are. All right, mister. Bed. Okay, you are going to go lay down and be a good boy. Oh, and stop kicking at things on my desk. Oh, you make a mess. You make a mess. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes. You're so sleepy. Okay, bed. Bed puppy. Okay, sleepy time for you. Sleep. What a fucking fool I am. How could she trust me after that? It's right that she's gone. Why the hell would she want to be with me anyway? This is getting bad. I contemplate getting drunk. I've not been drunk since I was 15. Well, once, when I was 21. I loathe the loss of control. I know what alcohol can do to a man. I shudder and snap my mind shut to those memories, but decide to call it a night. Laying in bed, I pray for a dreamless sleep. But if I am to dream, I want to dream of her. Oh, why is under my eye burning? Puppy, did you scratch me or something? Now we're gonna have more of the flashback. And try not to do a voice. Mummy is pretty today. She sits down and lets me brush her hair. She looks at me in the mirror and she smiles her special smile. Her special smile for me. There is a loud noise. A crash. He's back. No. Where the fuck are you, bitch? Got a friend in need here. A friend with dough. Mommy stands and takes my hand and pushes me into her closet. I sit on her shoes and try to be quiet and cover my ears and close my eyes tight. The clothes smell of mommy. I like the smell. I like being here. Away from him. He is shouting. Where is the little fucking runt? He has my hair and he pulls me out of the closet. Don't want you spoiling the party, you little shit. He slaps mommy hard on her face. Make it good for my friend and you get your fix, bitch. Mommy looks at me and she has tears. Don't cry, mommy. Another man comes into the room. A big man with dirty hair. The big man smiles at mommy, and I'm pulled into the other room. He pushes me onto the floor and I hurt my knees. Now what am I going to do with you, you piece of shit? He smells nasty. He smells of cigarette, of beer, and he's smoking a cigarette. Like it's the most like generic, like if you had to write a bad childhood and include drugs and prostitution, this is literally like what a very basic AI would give you. It's just so like fucking cliche. Also, I swear she stole it from Dexter. I wake. My heart is hammering like I've run 40 blocks chased by the hounds of hell. I vault out of bed, pushing the nightmare back into the recesses of my consciousness, and hurry to the kitchen to fetch a glass of water. I need to see Flynn. The nightmares are worse than ever. I didn't have nightmares when I slept with Anna beside me. Hell, it never occurred to me to sleep with any of my subs. Well, I never felt the inclination. Was I worried they might touch me in the night? I don't know. I took an inebriated innocent. It took an It took an inebriated innocent to show me how restful it could be. Yeah, that's what you want. I'd watched my subs sleep before, but it was always a prelude to waking them for some sexual relief. Of course it was. I remember gazing at Anna for hours when she slept at the Heathman. The longer I watched her, the more beautiful she became. Her flawless skin luminous in the soft light, her dark hair fanning out on the white pillow, her eyelashes fluttering while she slept. Her lips parted, and I could see her teeth and her tongue when she licked her lips. That's not creepy at all. Bo, I have had enough of you. Puppy, I am sorry, but you need to go to sleep. You have been picked up 4 times already. Okay? Don't want to be mad at you, but you are getting really annoying. Okay? You cannot be coming up for cuddles every 5 minutes. Okay? Go to sleep. Man, he is just being an incorrigible little brat tonight. You have had so much cuddles. Yes. You know I love you. Yes, you know mommy loves you. Just go to sleep. It was a most arousing experience. Just watching her. Gee, voyeurism much? And when I finally went to sleep beside her, listening to her even breathing, watching her breasts rise and fall with each breath, I slept well. So well. I wander into my study and pick up the glider. The sight of it elicits a fond smile and comforts me. I feel proud both to have made it and ridiculous for what I'm about to do. It was her last gift to me. Her first gift being what? Of course, herself. She sacrificed herself to my needs. Yes, my greed, my lust, my ego. My fucking damned ego. Damn, will this pain ever stop? Feeling a little foolish, I take the glider with me to bed. So now he's acting like a little boy, taking his toys to bed. But of course, this is gonna be his excuse for going after her, even though it's been literally one day. It's gonna be, I need you. You are the cure for my dark, evil soul because you're an angel, because you're innocent and virginal and all that garbage. I was watching somebody review the Twilight series recently, and I'd forgotten what a stalker Edward is. But he very much is. Puppy, come on. You know I love you. You know that I love you. Come on. You have had so much attention. So much. All right, you get one more cuddle. Come on, up, up. No, I'm not going to lean down and pick you up. If you want up, come up. Come on, up, up. Come on, Bo. Come on, up, up. You can do it. All right, one belly rub. Okay, there you go. Belly, 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 belly. Belly, 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 belly. All right, up, up. Yes, come here. You can snuggle while I have a drink. Okay, just for a minute. All right, we're just going to snuggle for a minute. You're going to be careful not to hit any cords. Okay? Say hi, everyone. Yes, I'm a puppy. Cuddle me, love me, pet me. Hmm? Are you and the kitty fighting? Huh? Is that why you need cuddles? Hmm? Screech, 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 screech. Yeah, it's pretty good, huh? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Don't worry. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. Yes, you are. You need to take a nap. You're so tired. He is so tired. Yes, I can see it on your little face. You're so tired. Yeah. You barked at a lot of things today. Yes. See, he's learned that if he looks down the gap between the concrete balcony and the rail, which is like this fucking big, I swear some toddler's gonna break their leg down that because it's way too wide. But he's learned that if you look down, you can see people and sometimes birds. And then he needs to bark. Not really sure what the point of the barking is, but it's loud. Yes, because you just need to bark at things. Because that's what you do. He's falling asleep. Yes, you just want to cuddle. I know you wish it was bedtime so you could get in bed and be snuggled and cuddled and wrapped in your blankie, and then I wrap my arms around you and pet you and hold you. And then you go to sleep for hours and hours and hours without moving. Because he's perfectly content. You got blankets and mommy, and then you're happy. Until the kitty comes and pokes at him. And then they start fighting, and then they get in trouble for fighting. Yes, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Yes, you do. Of course, it's always the kitty's fault. The kitty always starts it, even when he doesn't. Yeah, that's your official alibi. Yes, Thomas? I'm aware. He's complaining because I didn't clean his litter box today. He's not dying. I just did it with brush yesterday, so he's fine. He's just being a whiner. I'll clean it later on, kitty. It's not that bad. It's only been one day. Besides, he's gonna dig for 45 minutes anyway. Yes, Mr. Kitty? What would you like for breakfast, sir? Just coffee, Gail. Oh. I don't want to lose my bookmarks. I have not found number 6 yet. I think Kitty may have stolen it. She hesitates. Sir, you didn't eat your dinner. And maybe you're coming down with something. Kale, just coffee, please. I shut her down. This is none of her business. Her lips thin, but she nods and turns to the. Okay, I swear it's pronounced like Gaga. Gaggia. I assume this is some kind of expensive coffee maker and, like, I don't know, maybe Keurig wasn't a thing yet. I head into the study and collect my papers from the office and look for a padded envelope. I call Ross from the car. Great work on the SIP material, but the business plan needs some revision. Let's offer. Christian, this is fast. I want to move quickly. I've emailed you my thoughts on the offering price, and I'll be in the office from 7:30. Let's meet. Yes, he's still going to buy the place where the woman who walked out on him is working, because that's just not creepy at all. If you're sure, I'm sure. Okay, I'll call Andrea to schedule. I have the stats on the Detroit v. Savannah. Bottom line, Detroit. I see. Okay, this is a stupid ongoing thing. I don't care if Detroit has like better tax options. It's his business. He can tell them to build whatever wherever. Just say I don't like Detroit, build it in Savannah. Done. Like, you don't have to have a back and forth with the people beneath you. They don't have to agree with or understand your reasoning when you're the boss. They just tell them what to do and they do it. Hi, you're on my leg again. And I heard you scratching at the pillow, getting ready to settle down. So you should be doing that. Down. Yes, don't give me the puppy eyes. You're fine. You are such attention. He's so overtired. Shit, not Savannah. Let's talk later. I hang up. I sit brooding in the back of the Audi as Taylor speeds through the traffic. I wonder how Anastasia will be getting to work this morning. Perhaps she bought a car yesterday, though somehow I doubt it. I wonder if she feels as miserable as I do. I hope not. Maybe she's realized that I was a ridiculous infatuation. She can't love me. And certainly not now. Not after all I've done to her. No one's ever said they loved me, except mom and dad, of course. But even then, it was out of their sense of duty. See, we always knew this. We always knew he didn't feel loved or connected to his actual, like, adopted family. Flynn's nagging words about unconditional parental love, even for kids who are adopted, ring in my head. But I've never been convinced. I've been nothing but a disappointment to them. Says the guy who's like 27 and has built $1 billion company by himself. Yeah, I'm sure they're so disappointed when your older brother, according to this book, he was not this in the others, but according to this book, is nothing but a lazy, like, skirt chasing frat boy doofus. Yeah, I'm sure you're the disappointment. Mr. Gray? Sorry, what is it? Taylor has caught me unawares. He's holding the car door open, waiting for me with a look of concern. We're here, sir. Shit. How long have we been here? Thanks, I'll let you know what time this evening. Focus, Gray. Oh, he's so infatuated with her. It's been like a day and a half, dude. Like, suck it up. Andrea and Olivia both look up as I come out of the elevator. Olivia flutters her eyelashes and tucks a strand of hair behind her ear. Christ, I'm done with this silly girl. I need HR to move her to another department. Yeah, you idiot. You should have done that weeks ago. Coffee, please, Olivia. And get me a croissant. Croissant. She leaps up to follow my orders. You know what sucks? Tim Hortons doesn't appear to have their ultra famous cheese croissant anymore. And I could eat like 3 of those at a time. Ever since like Burger King bought them out, their food is fucking garbage. Like, they took a Canadian institution and have made it trash. Now they have like fucking flatbread pizza and chili and shit, and it's like, no. You can't even make a fucking sandwich right these days. Like, and do not get rid of the cheese croissants. They're the best. Andrea, get me Welch, Barney, then Flynn, then Claude Bastille on the phone. I don't want to be disturbed at all, not even by my mother. Unless Anastasia Steele calls, okay? Way to tell the whole office you're brooding. Yes, sir. Do you want to go through your schedule now? No, I need coffee and something to eat first. I scowl at Olivia, who's moving at a snail's pace towards the elevator. Yes, Mr. Gray. Andrea calls after me as I open the door to my office. Wow, for once he's actually in his office. From my briefcase, I take the padded envelope that holds my most precious possession, the glider. Oh, he brought the toy to work. Oh, isn't he just like a little boy? Don't we feel sorry for him? No, I completely don't. Hi. Okay, puppy, you need to go to sleep. Okay? I love you so much. Yes, he's falling asleep standing up on my leg. Sleep. Go on your pillow. Come on, go on your pillow. Yes, lay down. Okay, now tuck your nose and go to sleep. Okay? You do the paw over the nose and you close your little eyes. It's okay. Go to sleep. Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. Go to sleep. I place it on my desk and my mind drifts to Miss Steele. It's been there the whole time. She'll be starting her new job this morning, meeting new people. New men. The thought is depressing. She'll forget me. No, she won't forget me. Women always remember the first man they fucked, don't they? Yes. I'll always hold a place in her memory, for that alone. But I don't want to be a memory. I want to stay in her mind. I need to stay in her mind. What can I do? Here we go. Here's the start of the secret evil plan. The secret evil plan to get her back and stalk her from a distance. Here we go. Because we know he's not let her be away from him for this long since they have met. And it's because he needs to keep reinforcing the brainwashing and indoctrination crap. But if she's away from him for like 48 hours, she might have an actual thought of her own and see that he is a controlling, manipulating, abusive bastard. Or remember that, decent, real men actually exist. Okay, puppy. You are so sleepy. Come on, baby. I know you're tired. Down we go. Yes. Yes, down we go. Good baby. Yes. He's literally like falling over asleep. He's so tired. He just doesn't want to stop. Okay, sleepy time. You've got your blankie, your upside down puppy bed. You could be so cozy. Okay, book officially smells like burnt now. There's a knock at the door and Andrea appears. Coffee and croissant for you, Mr. Gray. Come in. She scurries over to my desk and her eyes dart to the glider. But wisely she holds her tongue. She places breakfast on my desk. Black coffee. Well done, Andrea. Thanks. I've left messages for Welch, Barney, and Bastille. Flynn is calling back in 5. Good. I want you to cancel any social engagements I have this week. No lunches, nothing in the evening. Get Barney on the phone and find me the number of a good florist. Here we go. Here we go. Secret evil plan to win her back. Flowers, candy, roses. She scribbles furiously on her notepad. Sir, we use Arcadia's roses. Who would you like me to send flowers? Would you like me to send flowers for you? No, give me the number and I'll do it myself. That's all. She nods and leaves promptly as if she can't get out of my office fast enough. A few moments later, the phone buzzes. It's Barney. Barney, I need you to make me a stand for a model glider. Dude, sticky tack. Oh. Okay, I'm definitely buying a different black eyeliner to see if it's the eyeliner. I really hope it's not the concealer because I like this concealer. Between meetings, I called the florist and ordered 2 dozen white roses for Anna to be delivered to her home this evening. That way she won't be embarrassed or inconvenienced at work. And she won't be able to forget me. Yep, 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 yep. Would you like a message with the flowers, sir? The florist asks. A message for Anna. What to say? Come back. I'm sorry. I won't hit you again. The words pop unbidden into my head, making me frown. Something like, congratulations on your first day at work. I hope it went well. Yeah, that's enough cover to send flowers to the girl that just broke up with you and that you were standing on the street staring at her windows. That, yeah, totally. It's for your new job, not because I'm a stalker. Okay, Bo, seriously. Oh, and you're wagging your tail because I'm talking to you? Come here. No, no more belly. Nope, you've had enough. I offered to let you up, little puppy. Up, up. Come on, up, up. You can do it. No, you don't want to do it. You want belly. Now you're just being a little brat. Oh, but as soon as I turn away from you. Oh my god. Oh my god. When did you become spring loaded? The day he was born. Okay. You get like 2 minutes, mister. Because you were such a little sucky baby tonight. What's gotten into you? Like, I really think he's just associating the headphones with him getting attention. Because when I'm trying to record videos for the body cam channel, he's does this. As soon as he sees me put the headphones on, he's like, "Oh, cuddle time." Okay, it's good that you get some cuddles, but you can't have cuddles 24/7. He doesn't see why not. He thinks that's perfectly reasonable. That he should be petted and cuddled and fed treats and food 24/7. Yeah, see, food. That's one of those words that makes his ears go up. That and cheese. Oh, they learn the important words. Like when toddlers learn the word milk and no and down. Right? Yes. You're so tired. Yes, you're just so tired, aren't you? Yes, little baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Yes. Yes, just going right to sleep. Okay. Yes, you are. Down we go. This time you're going to stay down. You can go sleep. Be good boy, okay? Be good boy. Go sleep. Oh, how is it so warm in here? I spy the glider on my desk. And thank you for the glider. That was very thoughtful. It has pride of place on my desk, Christian. The florist reads it back to me. Damn, it doesn't express what I want to say to her at all. Well, if you said what you wanted to say, the florist might call the police. Will that be all, Mr. Gray? Yes, thank you. You're welcome, sir, and have a nice day. I look daggers at my phone. Nice day, my ass. Yeah, so he's officially being just a jerk to everyone. Hey man, what's eating you? Claude gets up from the floor where I've just knocked him flat on his lean, mean rear end. You're on fire this afternoon, Gray. He rises slowly with the grace of a big cat reassessing its prey. We're sparring alone in the basement gym at Grey House. I'm pissed off, I hiss. His expression is cool as we circle each other. It's not a good idea to enter the ring if your thoughts are elsewhere, Claude says, amused but not taking his eyes off me. I'm finding it helps. More on your left. Protect your right. Hand up, Gray. He swings and hits me on my shoulder, almost knocking me off balance. Concentrate, Gray. None of your boardroom bullshit in here. Or is it a girl? Some fine piece of ass finally cramping your cool. Who the hell talks like that? Like, when was the last time, like, even, not that this is ever okay, but when was the last time, guys in the chat, that you heard another man refer to a woman as a fine piece of ass? And I mean after high school. He sneers, goading me. It works. I middle kick to his side and drop punch once, then twice. He staggers back, dreadlocks flying. Mind your own fucking business, Bastille. Whoa, we've found the source of the pain. Claude crows in triumph. He swings suddenly, but I anticipate his actions and block him, thrusting up with a punch and a swift kick. He jumps back this time, impressed. Whatever shit's happening in your privileged little world, Gray, it's working. Bring it on. Oh, he's going down. I lunge at him. This is, by the way, I'm wondering if Bridgerton, like, stole this scene from this. But no, Arthur did it too. And I can no longer enjoy that movie because Russell Brand is in it, and I really like that movie. Because that movie actually could have probably served to some degree as inspiration of this too, because it's the same rich douchebag with a problem meets innocent naive girl and can't let go of her. But in that movie, he actually, like, goes to rehab and becomes a better person and then pursues her when he's gotten his fucking shit together. You know, he doesn't just stalk her until she relents. The traffic is light on the way home. Taylor, can we make a detour? Here we go. Here we go. Yep, it's going to be driving by her apartment, sitting there on the street again. Yep. Full stalker go. Taylor, can we make a detour? Where to, sir? Can you drive past Miss Steele's apartment? Yes, sir. Because, of course, his driver's not going to be... Okay, hello? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You are such a baby. You're such a little baby. You're such a little baby tonight. Why are you such a baby? Why are you such a baby? Okay, you're not getting any more attention. Next time you paw my leg, you're getting ignored till you go to sleep. He's actually going in his crate. He understood me. He understood what I said, so he's going in his crate to put himself to bed. Finally. He's a smarter doggy than people give him credit for. He just gets by on being tiny, cute, and hyper as all get out most times. I've got used to this ache. It seems to be ever present, like tinnitus. It's meetings. In meetings, it's muted and less obtrusive. It's only when I'm alone with my thoughts that it flares up and rages inside me. How long does this last? Dude, it's been like 18 hours. As we approach her apartment, my heartbeat spikes. Perhaps I'll see her. The possibility is thrilling and unsettling, and I realize that I've thought of nothing else but her since she left. Her absence is my constant companion. Drive slow, I instruct Taylor as we near her building. Seriously, what do we think Taylor is thinking right now? My boss is cracked. The lights are on. She's home. She has a roommate. A roommate who is banging your brother, by the way. So, you know, you could talk to him for info. I hope she's alone and missing me. Has she received my flowers? I want to check my phone to see if she sent a message. but I can't drag my gaze away from her apartment. I don't want to miss seeing her. Is she well? Is she thinking of me? I wonder how her first day at work went. Again, sir? Taylor asks as we slowly cruise past and the apartment disappears from view. No, I exhale. I hadn't realized I'd stopped breathing. As we head back to Escala, I sift through my emails and texts, hoping for something from her. But there's nothing. There's a text from Elena. You okay? I ignore it. It's quiet in my apartment. I'd not really noticed before. Anastasia's absence has accentuated the silence. I take a sip of cognac and wander listlessly into my library. It's ironic I never showed this room to her, given her love of literature. Oh, now we get the Beauty and the Beast reference. I expect to find some solace in here because the room holds no memories of us. I survey all the books, neatly shelved and categorized, but my eyes stray to the billiard table. Does she play billiards? I don't suppose she does. An image of her spread-eagled over over the green blaze springs to mind. There may not be any memories in here, but my mind is more than capable and more than willing to create vivid erotic images of the lovely Miss Steele. I can't bear it. I take another swig of cognac and head out of the room. Well, what are you going to do? Move? End of chapter. Like I said, all the last chapters are 2, 3, maybe maximum like 4 pages, so there's a lot. But I need another drink. He's actually curled up. Nobody move. You heard that? Tuesday, June 7th, 2011. We're fucking. We're fucking hard. Against the bathroom door. She's mine. I bury myself in her again and again, glorying in her, the feel of her smell, her taste. Fisting my hand in her hair, holding her in place, holding her ass, her legs wrapped around my waist. She cannot move, and now he's on my leg again because I looked at him when he was curled up. That's my fault. Puppy, I'm sorry that I disturbed you, but you need to go back in there and curl up and go to sleep. Okay, little baby? Okay? Be good boy. Okay? Be good boy. Yes, you will. With your ears. Be good boy. Down we go. That's a good boy. Good baby. She cannot move. She's pinioned by me, wrapped around me like silk, her hands pulling my hair. Oh, yes. I'm home. She's home. This is the place I want to be. Inside her. She is mine. Her muscles are tightening as she comes, clenching around me. Her head back. Come for me. She cries out and I follow. Oh, yes, my sweet, sweet Anastasia. She smiles, sleepy, sated, and oh so sexy. She stands and gazes at me, that playful smile on her lips, then pushes me away and walks backwards, saying nothing. I grab her and we're in the playroom. I'm holding her down over the bench. I raise my arm to punish her, belt in hand, and she disappears. She's by the door, her face white, shocked and sad, and she's silently drifting away. The door has disappeared and she won't stop. She holds out her hands in entreaty. Join me, she whispers. But she's moving backwards, getting fainter, disappearing before my eyes, vanishing. She's gone. No, I shout. No, but I have no voice. I have nothing. I'm mute. Mute again. I wake confused. Shit, it's a dream. Another vivid dream. Different, though. Yeah. Gee, I wonder why. Also, that is totally the scene from The Tudors of Henry dreaming of Anne Boleyn when he's chasing her through the palace and he can't catch up to her and she's turning back to him and he can't understand why he can't just have her like he's had so many other women and she whispers to him, seduce me, come and get me, seduce me, because she does very much. Anne Boleyn did very much the same thing because he gave her like he tried to seduce her like he did all the women, which is he sent her fancy jewelry and she sent it back. She was the first woman ever to do that, and she sends him a letter saying, I'm leaving the city and going to the country. I don't know why you would give me such gifts. I never meant to draw your attention. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I'm certainly not fit to be the mistress of a king, and I don't want to be just another notch on your bed. So I'm returning your gifts and rejecting your advances and going away. I'm so sorry for whatever I did to make you think I was interested. And that just completely gets him because, again, he's the king. No woman has ever said no to him. Same with Christian. Like, why did he want to beat the shit out of her in the boathouse? Because she said no to him. He's like, nobody said no to me. That's such a turn on. Yeah, welcome to the real world. You want to be told no every day? Go work at Walmart, okay? Oh, now I am hopeful I might hear back about some jobs this week because, like I said, they've all now got this tag on the bottom saying like it'll be 3-4 weeks before we start contacting people back. So the ones I sent out a month ago should start hearing back. And there were some good options in there. There's some ones I'm actually hoping that I hear from because I could be good at them. Hell, I'm a sticky mess. Ew! Ew! All of the ew! Okay, I'm glad I didn't eat that much today. Briefly, I feel that long forgotten but familiar sense of fear and exhilaration. But Elena doesn't own me now. Jesus H. Christ, I've come for Team USA. What? This hasn't happened to me since I was what, 15, 16? Okay, I'm sorry. I need a minute. I've come for Team USA. What? Does anybody know what the fuck? Help me. I'm sure this is a reference to something. I don't know what it is, and I'm afraid to ask, yet I'm asking. What the hell? Help! I don't know. To make up my mind. Okay, something just broke in my brain. No. Why? What? How? Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. What the hell? The actual fuck? Am I back in the time? I'm so I don't like what the hell does that even mean? That like some stupid religious thing. What do you mean? What? Oh, I don't want to Google it, and yet I kind of do. I lie back back in the darkness, disgusted with myself. I drag my t-shirt off and wipe myself down. There's semen everywhere. This book is trying to make me vomit. I find myself smirking in the darkness despite the dull ache of loss. See, now that has woken the puppy. And he's back on my leg. He's going, there's a dying fire engine nearby. Okay, seriously, turn off! It sounds like it's actually dying. Don't worry, puppy. I'm sure it's next door. Don't worry. It won't get you. You're a puppy, I know. Little baby. So cute. Yes, you're so cute. Oh, so cute. I find myself smirking in the darkness despite the dull ache of loss. The erotic dream was worth it. The rest of it, fucking hell. I turn over and go back to sleep. Oh, I have more dreams. How much of this is going to be flashback dreams that are fucking lame? He is gone. Mommy's sitting on the couch. She is quiet. She looks at the wall and blinks sometimes. I stand in front of her, but she doesn't see me. I wave and she sees me, but she waves me away. No, maggot, not now. She hurts Mommy. He hurts Mommy. He hurts me. I hate him. He makes me so mad. It's best when it's just Mommy and me. She is mine then. My Mommy. My tummy hurts. It is hungry again. I am in the kitchen looking for cookies. I pull the chair up to the cupboard and climb up. I find a box of crackers. It's the only thing in the cupboard. I sit down on the chair and open the box. There are 2 left. I eat them. They taste good. I hear him. He is back. I jump down and run to my bedroom and climb into bed. He's pretending to be asleep. I pretend to be asleep. He pokes me with his finger. Stay here, you little shit. I'm going to fuck your bitch of a mother, and I don't want to see your fucking ugly face for the rest of the evening. Understand? He slaps my face when I don't reply. Or you get the burn, you little prick. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like the burn. It hurts. Got it, retard. I know he wants me to cry, but it's hard. I can't make the noise. He hits me with his fist. We're just gonna keep making this worse and worse to make us feel sorry for him. Like, I'm sorry, not working. Because it's fucking lame and very badly written. Okay, Puppy Doodle. I know there was a noise. You need to go to sleep now. Okay? Yes, I love you. Yes, I see your tail. Wag, wag, wag. Happy puppy. I know. You're so cute. Oh. Okay? Good baby? Yes, good baby. Yes, you are. Okay? Down we go. I had any treats handy, I'd give you one, but I don't. I'm sorry. Okay? I'll give you some later. Startled awake again, I lie panting in the pale dawn light, waiting for my heart rate to slow. trying to lose the acrid taste of fear in my mouth. She saved you from this shit, Gray. See, all the more reason he needs her back. She's his literal savior. You didn't relive the pain of these memories when she was with you. Why did you let her leave? Let her. Let her, because he was gonna what? Turn the elevator off and keep her hostage? I glanced at the clock. 5:15. Time for a run, and we both know where he's going. Her building looks gloomy. It's still in shadow, untouched by the early morning sun. Fitting. It reflects my mood. Her apartment is dark inside, yet the curtains to the room I watched before are drawn. It must be her room. I hope to God she's sleeping alone up there. Dyslexia moment. I envisage, I'm not even close to saying that right, but I give, her curled up on her white iron bed, a small ball of Anna. Is she dreaming of me? Do I give her nightmares? Has she forgotten me? I've never felt this miserable, not even as a teenager. Maybe before I was a gray. My memory spirals back. No, no, not awake as well. This is too much. Pulling my hood up and leaning against the granite wall, I'm hidden in the doorway of a building opposite. The awful thought crosses my mind that I might be standing here in a week, a month, a year, watching, waiting just to catch a glimpse of the girl who used to be mine. It's painful. I've become what she always accused me of being, her stalker. No, you were that. Now you're just, like, noticing it. Okay, Bo, seriously, what? Enough is enough, puppy. I love you, okay? I love you so much. You have got to go to sleep, okay? Okay? I love you very much. Lots of love, lots of cuddles. Down. Curl up and go to sleep. I can't go on like this. I have to see her, see that she's okay. I need to erase the last image I have of her. Hurt, humiliated, defeated, and leaving me. I have to think of a way. Yep, we're right into the yep. Stalk her until she comes back. This is such a great message to teach young women. Back at Escala, Gail watches me impassively. I didn't ask for this. I stare at the omelet she's placed in front of me. I'll throw it away then, Mr. Gray, she says and reaches for the plate. She knows I hate waste, but she doesn't quail at my hard stare. You did this on purpose, Mrs. Jones, infuriating woman. And she smiles, a small victorious smile. I scowl, but then she's unfazed. And with the memory of last night's nightmare lingering, I devour my breakfast. Could I just call Anna and say hi? Would she take my call? My eyes wandered to the glider on my desk. She asked for a clean break. Actually, I don't remember her saying anything at all about, like, not being friends or anything, but it certainly would be the best outcome. I should honor that and leave her alone. Yes. He's not going to. But I want to hear her voice. For a moment, I contemplate calling her and hanging up just to hear her speak. That's not creepy at all. Christian. Christian, are you okay? Sorry, Roz, what was that? You're so distracted. I've never seen you like this. I'm fine, I snap. Shit, concentrate, Gray. What were you saying? Ross eyes me surreptitiously. I was saying that SIP is in more financial difficulty than we thought. Are you sure you want to go ahead? Yes. My voice is vehement. I am. Their team will be here this afternoon to sign the heads of agreement. Good. Now, what's the latest with our proposal for Iman Kavanaugh? Right. And again, like, his brother is banging the roommate. He could, like, make an excuse to come over. I stand brooding, staring down through the slatted wooden blinds at Taylor, who's parked outside Flint's office. It's late afternoon and I'm still thinking about Anna. Christian, I'm more than happy to take your money and watch you stare out the window, but I don't think the view is the reason you're here, Flynn says. Oh, do we get an actual therapy session just to see how bad his therapist is? When I turn to face him, he's regarding me with an air of polite anticipation. I sigh and make my way to his couch. The nightmares are back, like never before. Flynn lifts a brow. The same ones. Yes. What's changed? He cocks his head to one side, waiting for my response. When I remain mute, he adds, Christian, you look as miserable as sin. Something's happened. I feel like I did with Elena. Part of me doesn't want to tell him, because then it's real. I met a girl, and she left me. He looks surprised. Women have left you before. Why is this different? I stare at him blankly. Why is it different? Because Anna was different. My thoughts blur together in a colorful, tangled tapestry. She wasn't a submissive. We had no contract. She was sexually inexperienced. She was the first woman I wanted more from than just sex. Christ, all the firsts I've experienced are with her. The first girl I slept beside, the first virgin, the first to meet my family, and the first to fly in Charlie Tango. The first I took soaring. Yeah, different. Flynn interrupts my thoughts. It's a simple question, Christian. I miss her. My face remains kind and his face remains kind and concerted, but he gives nothing away. You've never missed any of the women you were involved with previously? No. So there's something different about her, he prompts. I shrug, but he persists. Did you have a contractual relationship with her? Was she a submissive? I'd hoped she would be, but it wasn't for her. Flynn frowns. I don't understand. I broke one of my rules. I chased this girl, thinking that she'd be interested. It turned out it wasn't for her. Tell me what happened. The floodgates open and I recount the past month's events from the moment Anna fell into my office to when she left last Saturday morning. I see. You certainly packed a lot in since we last spoke. He rubs his chin and studies me. There are many issues here, Christian, but right now the one I want to focus on is how you felt when she said she loved you. I inhale sharply, my gut tightening with fear. Horrified, I whisper. Of course you did. He shakes his head. You're not the monster you think you are. You're more than worthy of affection, Christian. You know that. I've told you often enough. It's only in your mind that you're not. Okay, again, he sucks as a therapist. I give him a level gaze, ignoring his platitude. Yeah, I'd be, like, ready to leave. How do you feel now? He asks. Lost. I feel lost. I miss her. I want to see her. I'm in the confessional once more, owning up to my sins. The dark, dark need that I have for her, as if she were an addiction. So in spite of the fact that, uh, so in spite of the fact that as you perceive it, she couldn't fulfill your needs, you miss her. Yes, it's not just my perception, John. She can't be what I want her to be, and I can't be what she wants me to be. Correct, and that's why you should move on. Are you sure? She walked out. She walked out because you belted her. If she doesn't share your taste, can you blame her? No. Have you thought about retrying a relationship her way? Oh, here's giving him the excuse now. What? I stare at him, shocked. He continues. Did you find sexual relations with her satisfying? Yes, of course, I snap, irritated. He ignores my tone. Did you find beating her satisfying? Very. Would you like to do it again? Do that to her again? And watch her walk out again? No. And why's that? Because it's not her scene. I hurt her. Really hurt her. And she can't. She won't. I pause. She doesn't enjoy it. She was angry. Really fucking angry. Her expression, her wounded eyes will haunt me for a long time, and I never want to be the cause of that look again. Are you surprised? Yes. I shake my head. She was mad, I whisper. I'd never seen her so angry. How did that make you feel? Helpless. And that's a familiar feeling, he prompts. Familiar how? What does he mean? Don't you recognize yourself at all? Your past. His question knocks me off balance. Fuck, we've been over and over this. No, I don't. It's different. The relationship I had with Mrs. Lincoln was completely different. I wasn't referring to Mrs. Lincoln. What were you referring to? My voice is pin drop quiet because suddenly I see where he's going with this. You know, I gulped for air, swamped by the impotence of rage of a defenseless child. Yes, the rage, the deep, infuriating rage, and fear. The darkness swirls angrily inside me. It's not the same. I hiss through gritted teeth as I strain to hold my temper. No, it's not, Flynn concedes, but the image of her rage comes unwelcome to my mind. This is what you really like. Me, like this. It dampens my anger. I know what you're trying to do here, Doctor, but it's an unfair comparison. She asked me to show her. She's a consenting adult, for fuck's sakes. She could have safe worded. She could have told me to stop. She didn't. Except she didn't know what she was asking for, and you did. And you knew that it would be too much. You knew she didn't understand what she was asking for, and you did it anyway. So, still a jackass. Ay. I know, I know. He holds up his hand. I'm just callously illustrating a point, Christian. You're an angry man, and you have every reason to be. I'm not going to rehash all that right now. You're obviously suffering, and the whole point of these sessions is to move you to a place where you're more accepting and comfortable with yourself. He pauses. This girl, Anastasia, I mutter petulantly. Anastasia. She's obviously had a profound effect on you. Her leaving has triggered your adolescent issues and your PTSD. She clearly means much more to you than you're willing to admit to yourself. And take a sharp breath. Why is that why this is so painful? Because she means more. So much more. You need to focus on where you want to be, Flynn continues. And it sounds to me like you want to be with this girl. You miss her. Do you want to be with her? Okay, is this therapist about to tell him to like continue stalking and manipulating and pressuring her into a relationship she doesn't want? Yes. Like that's why he really is like neck and neck for being the worst. I made a list of the let me see if I can find it real quick. I made a list because someday I'm gonna do a rank video on it. I have to of like the worst TV therapists like ever. I'm not sure where I put it. Yep, not there. Where did I put it? Why do I have so many post-its? You know, you make them so you can remember like where to put stuff, where you put things, and then you just have too many post-its, and it's like, damn it. Not there, not there, not there. Not there. Why do I have so many post-its? I would really like not make this on a post-it because I could swear I did. I guess not. Now I'm wondering where the hell I put that because I know I had it. I know I made the list. I at least started to. Can remember all of them because there's quite a lot. But there's Flynn from this book. There's the therapist in Split. There's 1, 2, 3 therapists from United States of Tara. Of which Eddie Izzard is the worst, but I love him in anything. So I love his character, even though he's bullshit. Well, he's technically not a therapist. It's kind of sussy to put him on the list, um, but if you know the show, it gets a pass. And then there's her first season one therapist, the idiot lady, and then the guy at the clinic. The guy at the clinic's definitely first. He's in terms of being like the best, he's like lowest down. In terms of being the worst, I think therapist from Split still takes it, even over Flynn. But that's so far. Unless we see more of him, so far, yeah, so far therapist from Split still holds number one. Flynn gets number two though. He's sitting in second place right now. Yeah, Eddie Izzard in United States of Terror would be third, until I remember the other ones that I can't fucking remember right now. Okay, I'm giving up on keeping the bookmarks in place because they're just falling out because there's only like 10 pages left in this, and it's just not enough to hold them in place anymore. That's why I have the other book handy. It's right here under the knives that I found that were blocked by the duck stage, but I found them. These are my throwing daggers. I need a place to throw them, but I have the other book, which I didn't realize till looking at this today. It has the lipstick line because he does the thing with the lipstick of "these are my boundaries" bullshit in the magic lipstick that like never wears off. Okay, hide all my sticky notes because I just popped them all up trying to find that list. I know I'm forgetting like one or two that I have on there. Somewhere I have that list. Somewhere I have that list. I know I made it. Because I think, yeah, when we get to the end of Freed, I'll probably do my rank for TV/book therapist. Not that I can really think of another like book therapist in anything that I've read. Like I've tried, but there just aren't that many. Like I'm sure if I go through my movie collection in my head, I'll come up with one or two more. You know, or it depends if I want to extend it into TV shows. That gets sus though, because it depends on the show. Like you can have like Emil Skoda from Law and Order, or Elizabeth Olivet, also Law and Order, or George Wong, also Law and Order and Law and Order SVU, and then I forget the name of Jeremy Irons' character. So I'm basically saying I could get 5 or 6 characters out of Law and Order for being therapists. And that's just the ones that are the good guys. If I get into episodes of bad therapists, that could be a whole thing. You know, you could probably do a whole rank video of just Law and Order therapists. Because then, yeah, there's the older guy. I forget his name that Olivia sees and a couple other people see as well. I don't remember his name, but I love the actor. I completely love the actor that plays him, but I don't remember who that is. Do you want to be with her? Be with Anna. Yes, I whisper. Then you have to focus on that goal. This is terrible advice! This goes back to what I've been banging on about for our last few sessions. The SFBT. I feel like I know what that means. If she's in love with you, as she told you she is, she must be suffering too. I repeat the question. Have you considered a more conventional relationship with this girl? This is not what you should be telling him. You know that he's a stalker and a sadist. You know this. You know that is not something that's going to change overnight just because he's infatuated with a girl. What he should be saying is it's good that you're having these feelings, but clearly this is not a compatible relationship. It doesn't mean that you won't find one. This is not it though, but we should acknowledge and be grateful that you're like feeling love and you're getting to a place where you want to be in a loving mutual relationship. She wasn't the right one, but the right one is out there, and work towards that, and maybe loosening up on your definition of a relationship. You've seen that it can be more than just sex. Well, she's not the right match, but maybe the next time, you know, you you do more than just fuck. Like, oh. But no, it's gonna be go after her because she's the only possible one. No, I haven't. Why not? Because it never occurred to me that I could. Well, if she's not prepared to be your submissive, you can't play the role of dominant. I glare at him. It's not a role. It's who I am. And from nowhere I recall an earlier email to Anastasia. My words. What I think you fail to realize is that in a Dom sub relationship, it's the sub that has all the power. That's you. I'll repeat this. You are the one with all the power, not I. If she doesn't want to do this, then neither can I. Hope stirs in my chest. Could I? Could I have a vanilla relationship with Anastasia? Okay, I also point out she didn't ask for a vanilla relationship. She just said she's not okay with sadism punishments. She's perfectly willing to have kinky sex with him and to indulge a lot of his bullshit and a lot of his kinky fuckery, as they put it. I hate the fact that that phrase got invented. But she's willing to have kinky sex with him and even let him, like, whip or spank her as long as it's not over a certain line. And she's not willing to follow all of his bullshit rules and let him control every inch of her life and, punish her for rolling her eyes and that shit. But she's willing to give quite a lot into what he likes. She's not asking for just plain vanilla. That's not what she said. My scalp prickles. Fuck. Possibly. If I could, would she want me back? Christian, you've demonstrated that you're an extraordinarily capable person. In spite of your problems, you're a rare individual. Once you focus on a goal, you drive ahead and achieve it, usually surpassing all your own expectations. Listening to you today, it's clear you were focused on getting Anastasia to where you wanted her to be, but you didn't take into account her inexperience or her feelings. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yep, that's it. Yep. Treated her like an object, not a person, like he does all women because he's big. It seems to be you've been focused on reaching your goal. You've been so focused on reaching your goal that you missed the journey you were taking together. Yeah, that's because he was dragging her along by her hair. The last month flashes before me, her tripping into my office, her acute embarrassment at Clayton's, her witty, snarky emails, her smart mouth, her giggle, her quite formidable and her quiet fortitude and defiance, her courage. We did not see any of this. And it occurs to me that I've enjoyed every single minute, every infuriating, distracting, humorous, sensual, carnal second of her. Yes, I have. We've been on an extraordinary journey, both of us. Well, I certainly have. My thoughts take a darker turn. She doesn't know the depths of my depravity, the darkness in my soul, the monster beneath. Maybe I should leave her alone. Yes. I'm not worthy of her. She can't love me. That's not true, but the him should leave her alone part, true. Very true. But even as I think the words, I know that I don't have the strength to stay away from her. If she'll have me. What if she won't? Even if she won't, do you think he's going to stay away? Answer, no! More like hell no. Of course he's not going to stay away from her. It doesn't matter what she wants. I'll make her see that really I'm everything that she needs. She really does want me. She just doesn't know it yet. I just have to convince her and show her. Like, you really, if you literally picked up the stalker's handbook and shook it until a person fell out, it's him. But even as I think the words, I know that I don't have the strength to stay away from her, if she'll have me. Flynn summons my attention. Christian, think about it. Our time is up now. I want to see you in a few days and talk through some of the other issues you mentioned. I'll have Janet call Andrea and arrange an appointment. He stands and I know it's time to leave. You've given me a lot to think about, I tell him. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't. Just a few days, Christian. So they don't have like once a week scheduled appointments, making him even worse. We have so much more to talk about. He shakes my hand and gives me a reassuring smile, and I leave with a small blossom of hope, because my therapist just told me to stalk her until she takes me back. Standing on the balcony, I survey the Seattle at night. Up here, at one I'm ugh. Up here, I'm at one remove. Ugh. Up here, I'm at one remove away from it all. That is a horribly structured sentence. What did she call it? My ivory tower. No, it's your power tower. An ivory tower is academic. You're just a rich douchebag. Normally I find it peaceful, but lately my peace of mind has been shattered by a certain blue-eyed young woman. Have you thought about trying a relationship her way? Flynn's words taunt me, suggesting so many possibilities. Could I win her back? The thought terrifies me. I take a sip of my cognac. Why would she want me back? Could I ever be what she wants me to be? I won't let go of my hope. I need to find a way. I need her. Something startles me. A movement? A shadow at the periphery of my vision? I frown. What the? I turn towards the shadow but find nothing. I'm seeing things now. I slug the cognac and head back into the living room. Okay, this is like this is Layla. It's gonna be Layla is like skulking around his apartment like a shadow. Because he said the other night, like he woke up feeling like somebody was touching his hair, but when he looked around it was just dark and nobody was there. But like she's tiny, she knows how to hide in the shadows. So it's gonna be her. Like I said, we're gonna get some kind of update on her. I was starting to think we're not going to because we've really only got like a few pages left. There's got to be something about her. We've got to get a reminder that she's like out there and dangerous and blah 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 after escaping from the world's worst hospital. Oh, stretch break. Stretch, 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 stretch. I think the puppy is finally asleep. I don't want to say his name in case he wakes. He's on the couch. Not sure where the kitty is. He's not on his box. He's not on the floor. He might be on the couch too. That or he's in the sink. He's probably in the sink because I had stuff in the sink until earlier. Whenever there's stuff in the sink, he was whining and complaining about it. Because, of course, it's his sink. It's not my bathroom sink, it's his sink. Wednesday, June 8th, 2011. I think this is the day that he gets her back, because if I recall, they're only apart for 2, maximum 3 days. So we got to be coming back to them, like getting back together pretty soon. Oh, and we're back in the dreams. Oh my god, these are gonna kill me. Mommy, mommy, mommy is asleep on the floor. She's been asleep for a long time. I shake her. She doesn't wake up. I call her. She doesn't wake up. He isn't here, and still mommy doesn't wake up. I am thirsty. In the kitchen, I pull a chair to the sink and I have a drink. The water splashes over my sweater. My sweater is dirty. Mommy is still asleep. Mommy, wake up. She lies still. She's cold. I fetch my blankie and cover Mommy, and I lie down on the sticky green rug beside her. My tummy hurts. It is hungry, but Mommy is still asleep. I have 2 toy cars, one red, one yellow. My green car is gone. They race by the floor where Mommy is sleeping. I think Mommy is sick. I search for something to eat. In the icebox, I find peas. They are cold. I eat them slowly. They make my tummy hurt. I sleep beside Mommy. The peas are gone. In the icebox is something. It smells funny. I lick it and my tongue sticks. I eat it slowly. It tastes nasty. I drink some water. I play with my cars and I sleep beside Mommy. Mommy is so cold, and she won't wake up. The door crashes open. I cover Mommy with my blankie. Fuck. What the fuck happened here? Oh, the crazy fucked up bitch. Shit, fuck. Get out of the way, you little shit. He kicks me and I hit my head on the floor. My head hurts. He calls somebody and he goes. He locks the door. I lay down beside Mommy. My head hurts. The lady policeman is here. No, no, no. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, don't touch me. I stay by Mommy. No, stay away from me, because of course we had to get the moment his mother dies. The lady policeman has my blankie, and she grabs me. I scream, Mommy, Mommy. The words are gone. I can't say the words. Mommy can't hear me. I have no words. I wake breathing hard, taking huge gulps of air, checking my surroundings. See, when they did it in Dexter, you actually felt bad, whereas this is just so very badly written. Checking my surroundings. Oh, thank God, I'm in my bed. Slowly the fear recedes. I'm 27, not 4. This shit has to stop. This is gonna be his push. This is gonna be, I have to get her back because I need a good night's sleep. It's reminding me of Shran in Enterprise. Oh. Yeah, I'm really not sure if it's the eyeliner or the concealer, but one of them has got to go. I'm gonna start with the eyeliner because it's cheaper. But seriously, if I'm allergic to hypoallergenic makeup, that's gonna suck so bad. Oh fuck, I think it is the eyeliner too, because I've been thinking about it. I used to have my nightmares under control, maybe one every couple of weeks, but nothing like this, night after night. Since she left. I turn over and lie flat on my back, staring at the ceiling. When she slept beside me, I slept well. I need her in my life, in my bed. She was the day to my night. I'm going to get her back. How? Have you thought about trying a relationship her way? She wants hearts and flowers. Can I give her that? By the way, she never said that. I frown, trying to recall the romantic moments in my life. And there's nothing. Except with Anna. the more, the gliding and IHOP and taking her up in Charlie Tango. Maybe I can do this. I drift back to sleep, the mantra in my head. She's mine. She's mine. Wow, we couldn't have had anything. We couldn't have had I need her, I love her, she's special. No, we have to go, she's mine. Ugh. Ugh. And I smell her, feel her soft skin, taste her lips, and hear her moans. Exhausted, I fall into an erotic Anna-filled dream. Yes, because now that I've decided I will pursue her at all costs and I will stop at nothing, including her telling me to fuck off until she's mine. Oh. How did this make so much money? That is my perpetual question. How did this make so much goddamn money and get marketed as a love story and not a cautionary tale? Again, it makes much more sense if it ends with him burying her body in the basement. Keep everything else the same. Just after she has the first baby, when it flashes forward, like do the happy montage over like the next year or so, and then do the secret window ending. Is it Secret Window or Secret Garden? Because it was both, but then somebody challenged it. I think it's Secret Window, the Johnny Depp movie, Stephen King Johnny Depp movie. I think they wound up calling it Secret Window. It's a good one. It's really, really good. You know, a little cliche these days, but very, very, very good. And I will say Johnny Depp was perfect in it. Absolutely perfect. I wake suddenly, my scalp tingles, and for a moment I think whatever's disturbed me is external rather than internal. Yeah, Layla's totally like stalking around his apartment. I sit up and rub my head slowly and scan the room. Also, how does he not have security cameras? And the answer is probably because he doesn't want to be seen doing what he does with his submissives, but that's why you should put your clothes on before you leave the red room. In spite of the carnal dream, my body has behaved. Elena would be pleased. She texted yesterday, but Elena's the last person I want to talk to right now. There's only one thing I want to do right now. I get up and pull on my running gear. I'm going to check on Anna. I'm going to stalk my ex. I knew a guy once, no joke, this actually happened. I was at church. Yes, church. And I asked a couple people for a ride because my usual ride home had to go do something, and I knew that like somebody else would be able to drop me home because I was like 5 minutes from church. So it's not a big deal. But I was moving apartments and I needed to swing by and drop off a check for the new apartment, even though it was Sunday, because I needed to move in like the next day. So I asked a friend, like, could you like drop me home and can we swing by this place? And she couldn't because her daughter had a thing, so she actually had to leave early because her daughter had like a dance recital. But her brother had just started attending the church, and she was like, "Oh, this is my brother," and he's like, "Yeah, I can drive you. I don't have anything to do, and it's like 5 minutes from here. It's no big deal." So I was like, "Okay," and he's a total stranger to me. I'd never met him before. I didn't even know my friend had a brother. Um, I knew she had like fucked up family, which is kind of why we bonded. But she had become like ultra religious and they didn't agree and blah blah blah. So she introduced me to the brother. And so we swung by the place, dropped off the check, I signed the lease, everything is good. And I was like, I was trying to be like social in the rare occasion that I try to be social. Here's a lesson to me, never do that again. Um, because this is the guy that ultimately led to the really bad things happening. But here was my first clue where I should have walked away and didn't. I said, "Let me take you to Timmy's." This is before they sucked. For lunch as a thank you. And so we went to Timmy's and got coffee and like sandwich, and we were sitting talking. And again, I've never met this guy before in my life. I just met him that day, and I'm slow on the uptick socially, and I generally don't know when somebody is interested in me because I just don't notice. And I don't think of myself as attractive or desirable. So I don't notice when somebody is hitting on me or interested. So I wasn't cluing in that this guy was interested. Um, so we were sitting talking, and again, person I have known for less than an hour starts talking about relationships and informs me that he was in a long-term relationship with a woman for about 3 years or so. They broke up. She broke up with him. He wasn't real clear on the why, but she broke up with him. He then immediately confessed to a total stranger that he'd been stalking her ever since. And I mean, actually stalking her, doing exactly what Christian Grey is doing. He said he would park his car on the street across from her house and watch her through the windows. Had been doing so for over a year. Same at her workplace, had been following her, hacking her voicemail. Why I didn't run from him immediately. I'm a fucked up individual myself, okay? Also, I didn't fully believe him and I should have. Um, but the thing was, he was like supposedly doing the church rehab thing because he was having like one-on-one prayer sessions with one of the elders, and they were supposedly helping him like not stalk his former ex. And also I would later learn he had an SA history as well as a criminal history of sexually assaulting women. I didn't know that at the time, but that basically this idiot elder in the church believed, well, you can just pray your way out of anything. You can pray your way out of being a sexual abuser, pervert, stalker. And because this demented person in the church elder, basically this guy was gaslighting him hard because I was like, does church elder, I'm not going to say his name, know about this? And he's like, oh no, of course. I've told him that I've completely stopped, that I've found Jesus and I have no interest in her anymore and I've stopped stalking her months ago, and we're all good now. And of course he wound up abusing me and essaying me, and then it turned into this whole thing with the church, and that's ultimately why I wound up leaving, but only after it destroyed several other relationships. um but this is a lot of that. This is how that starts, is it starts with standing on the street watching through a window, and it ends with like breaking in, and who knows where it ends. But that this guy was gaslighting the entire church, because this wasn't like an overnight thing. We had like a secret relationship, like actually dating for months. Never keep a relationship secret. That's your biggest red flag. We went out on dates. Like we went to a karaoke bar um somewhere. I don't even remember where it was. It was far. But yeah, this went on for months, and then of course it ended horrifically. Um and even worse because the church tried to fix it in their own idiot way, which was to slut shame and blame me for him basically breaking into my place and doing what he did. And I didn't call the cops at the time because been there, done that. I'd been there, done that 2, possibly 3 times by then, depending on how you look at it, and it never came to anything. It was even when it went to court and they were convicted and sentenced, blah blah blah, it doesn't do any fucking good. And it's hell to go through, and I didn't want to do that again. So I thought, yeah, let's try the religious way, except I didn't know that would involve basically blaming me for his criminal behavior. I was 19 at the time. What the fuck did I know? I was trying something new myself, trying to see if it would fix my life, and that's when I got over organized religion, which is not to say that I'm not religious in my own way or don't believe in God, etc., but that is my own thing. Organized religion is the problem because organized religion is the product of men and all that that implies. So, yeah, that ended horribly. Anytime you get essayed and then get blamed for it, it makes you want to murder people. There's two people that I would still like to absolutely beat the shit out of. And ironically, the guy that did it is not one because I'm kind of hoping he got like Lovely Bones treatment. I don't know what happened to him. I suspect he didn't last long in the church after I left, but I hope he got that treatment because I would like the movie The Lovely Bones. I actually like it quite a lot. I respect it. I respect it for being what it is because it was definitely, there's no way the first studio that heard that said yes. So that was a hard movie to get made. I respect them for it. I wish they'd kept the original ending because the movie's got two endings. Because in the original ending, guy in question survives. He gets away with it. Completely unfazed. He gets away with it scot-free. But test audiences hated that. So they changed it to the ending that is in the theatrical. I wish they'd kept the original ending because the original ending is true to fucking life. Okay, Handmaid's Tale, season five, six, five, six, five, 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 five. I want to say five. I'm gonna say five. They did both those things. They kept it fucking real, and that was hard, and that was unpopular, and people hated it, but it was the truth. And so that's why they deserve all the Emmys because they kept it fucking real, and they pointed a big finger right at reality and said reality sucks. But it's true because you had two very powerful back-to-back episodes. Like June's monologue when she's testifying into court or Congress, I can't remember, possibly both, is one of the most epic scenes in the history of television. And what becomes of it, and then what becomes of it, some of the most epic things ever filmed and all very true to life. The second one, maybe not so much, but still. The second one is more wish fulfillment. And then the breakfast scene after is just fucking priceless. It makes me want to go to a Denny's. I don't think we have those here. I don't think we have. I don't know. Maybe in Toronto. No, I don't think we have Denny's. We have plenty of like breakfast places, like diner places. Hello to whoever's just come in. Excuse me, miss. Say hi in the chat. Okay, so he's going out to stalk her for a third day in a row. Her street is quiet except for the rumble of a delivery truck and the out-of-tune whistling of a solitary dog walker. Her apartment is in darkness, the curtains to her room closed. I keep a silent vigil for my stalker's hide, staring up at the windows and thinking, I need a plan. A plan to win her back. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, of course. I just need to show her that I'm the best ever and she can't live without me. She'll come to see it if I just keep pursuing her, really. As dawn's light brightens her window, I turn my iPod up loud, and with Moby blaring in my ears, I run back to Escala. I'll have a croissant, Mrs. Jones. She stills in surprise, and I raise a brow. Apricot preserves? She asks, recovering. Please. I'll heat up a couple for you, Mr. Gray. Here's your coffee. Thank you, Gail. She smiles. Is it just because I'm having croissants? If it makes her happy, I should have them more often. No, it's because she cares about you, you idiot, and you looked miserable and you weren't eating, and she knows something is wrong, and she's happy to see you eating again. She doesn't know it's because you've made a plan to, basically stalk someone until they give in and agree to marry you. In the back of the Audi, I plot. Accurate. I need to get up close and personal with Anna Steele. You've been pretty up close and personal. You took the girl's virginity without her really agreeing, so how much more can you get? I call Andrea knowing that at 7:15 she won't be at her desk yet, and I leave a voicemail. Andrea, as soon as you're in, I want to run through my schedule for the next few days. There, step one in my offensive is to make time in my schedule for Anna. What the hell am I supposed to be doing this week? How about running your company for one? Currently, I don't have a clue. Normally, I'm on this shit, but lately I've been all over the place. Now I have a mission to focus on. You can do this, Gray. But deep down, I wish I had the courage of my convictions. Anxiety unfurls in my gut. Can I convince Anna to take me back? Will she listen? I hope so. This has to work. I miss her. Yeah, that's not really the issue, is it? Mr. Gray, I canceled all your social events this week apart from the one tomorrow. I don't know what the occasion is. Your calendar says Portland. That's it. Yes, the fucking photographer. Oh, that's right. That's where he's gonna. Yep. I beam at Andrea and her eyebrows shoot up in surprise. Thanks, Andrea. That's all for now. Send in Sam. Sure, Mr. Gray. Would you like some more coffee? Please. So he's been living on coffee for like 3 days. With milk? Yes, latte. Thank you. She smiles politely and leaves. This is it. My inn. The photographer. Now what? The guy that he has done nothing but hate on the entire time. Now he's like, oh, I'm so glad that she's friends with this guy and invited me. Because she did invite him. She invited him to the exhibit and it's open to the public. So perfectly legitimate excuse to stalk his ex by showing up at a place where he knows she's going to be. But hey, you invited me. Oh, dear God. My morning has been back-to-back meetings and my staff have been watching me nervously, waiting for me to explode. Okay, that's been my modus operandi the last 2 days. Yeah, you've been a dick to everybody. But today I feel clearer, calmer, and present, and able to deal with everything. Press X to doubt. It's now lunchtime. My workout with Claude has gone well. The only fly in the ointment is that there's no more news about Layla. Ah, are we not going to get an update on her other than she's obviously in his apartment watching him sleep? And he has no security what the fuck ever and took no precautions after she broke in the first time. All we know is that she split up with her husband and she could be anywhere. If she surfaces, Welch will find her. Based on what? She's a random woman in the middle of a really big city. Like, how are you planning to find her? I'm famished. Olivia sets a plate down on my desk. Your sandwich, Mr. Gray. Chicken and mayonnaise? I stare at her. She just doesn't get it. Olivia offers an inept apology. I said chicken with mayonnaise, Olivia. It's not that hard. I'm sorry, Mr. Gray. It's fine, just go. She looks relieved but scrambles to leave the room. Okay, yeah, if she can't get a fucking sandwich right, also he said he was gonna have her moved. Have her moved or fire her, because she seems like an incompetent twit, either way. I buzz Andrea. Sir, come in here. Andrea appears in the doorway looking calm and efficient. Get rid of that girl. Andrea pulls herself up straight. Sir, Olivia is Senator Blandino's daughter. I don't care if she's the Queen of fucking England. Get her out of my office. Yeah, you should have done this weeks ago. And why did you hire somebody based on them being the daughter of whoever? That seems really out of character. Yes, sir. Andrea flushes. Get somebody else to help you. I offer in a gentle tone. I don't want to alienate Andrea. Yes, Mr. Gray. Okay, so he's firing like her assistant, I guess, but Like, why did you let them hire somebody based on them being somebody's daughter? Like, that's the worst reason to hire anybody is that they're related to so and so and so and so and blah blah. Unless you're in politics, which he's not. He's in business. And in business, those are the worst kind of contacts. Like, thank you, that's all. She smiles, and I know she's back on board. She's a good PA. I don't want her to quit because I'm being an asshole. She exits, leaving me to my chicken sandwich, no mayo, and my campaign plan. I'm picturing like when those like the boards with like where you got like all the photos and there's red string going everywhere. I'm picturing one of those in his office with like a huge picture of Anastasia in the middle and then all these red strings going out of like how he's gonna systematically stalk her and like alienate her from her friends and like force her to come back to him because we know he's capable. It's like that scene in Bruce Almighty where he keeps making Jennifer Aniston see like a bird, like a heart made out of birds, and like his name carved on trees and shit when he's trying to like get her to like take him back, but without actually, being a better person. Portland. I know from the email address. I know the. Eh, I know the form of email address for the employees at SIP. I think Anastasia will respond better in writing. She always has. How to begin? Dear Anna, struck through. No. Dear Anastasia, struck through. No. Dear Miss Steele, struck through. No. She's literally writing this out. Like, seriously. You didn't need to space it like this just to pad out the pages. This book's already 200 pages too long. Half an hour later, I'm still staring at a blank computer screen. What the hell do I say? Come back, please? Forgive me? I missed you? Let's try it your way? I put my head in my hands. Why is this so difficult? Because you've never done it before. Keep it simple, Gray. Just cut the crap. I, excuse me. I take a deep breath and tap out an email. Yes, this will do. Andrea buzzes me. Mrs. Bailey is here to see you, sir. Tell her to wait. I hang up and take a moment. With my heart pounding, I press send. We don't get to know what he said, apparently. Oh no, we do, because here it is. This is why I said this is going to be short, and we have the second book on standby. From him to her. Dear Anastasia, forgive this intrusion at work. I hope that it's going well. Did you get my flowers? I note that tomorrow is the gallery opening for your friend's show, and I'm sure you've not had time to purchase a car. And it's a long drive. I would be more than happy to take you, should you wish. Let me know. Here we go. Yep, offering to be helpful. I know you have to go to the thing, and I stole your car and sold it without your consent. So I know you need a ride. So let me offer to be helpful as an excuse to get back in your pants. I mean life, I mean pants. I watch my inbox and watch and watch. My anxiety growing with every second that crawls by. Obsessed much? It's not just a perfume. Heading up, I pace the office, but that takes me away from my computer. Back at my desk, I check my email yet again. Nothing. To distract myself, I trace my finger along the wings of the glider. For fuck's sakes, Gray, get a grip. Get some fucking Valium at this point. Like, he needs to be medicated at this point. He's so far out of, like, reality. Come on, Anastasia, answer me. She's always been so prompt. I checked my watch. 14:09, meaning it's midnight. 4 minutes. Still nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't have at least said 40? Like, really? This is so far beyond the pale. Like, goddamn. I'm gonna run out of wine, like, really early tonight, and that's not a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to sip this slowly. Getting up, I pace around my office once more, peering at my watch every 3 seconds, or so it feels. Probably actually. By 2:20, I'm in despair. She's not going to reply. She really does hate me. Who could blame her? Then I hear the ping of an email. My heart leaps into my throat. Hell, it's from Roz, telling me she's gone back to her office. And then it's there, in my inbox, the magical line from Anastasia Steele. It worked. It worked. His play to get her back has worked. From her to him. Hi, Christian. Thank you for the flowers. They are lovely. Yes, I would appreciate a lift. Thank you. This is her fatal mistake. This is her absolute fatal mistake. Relief floods through me. I close my eyes, savoring the feeling. Yes. I pore over her email looking for clues, but as usual, I have no idea what the thoughts are behind her words. The tone is friendly enough, but that's it. Just friendly. Oh, she didn't send you any nudes with the email? You poor baby. Carpe diem, Gray. Oh god, we have more email. Him to her. Dear Anastasia, what time shall I pick you up? I don't have to wait quite so long. Her to him. Jose's show starts at 7:30. What time would you suggest? We can take Charlie Tango. Him to her. Dear Anastasia, Portland is some distance away. I shall pick you up at 5:45. I look forward to seeing you. Her to him. See you then. My campaign to win her back is underway. Who calls it? The fact that he's calling it a campaign like it's some military operation. Like she's fucking Helen of Troy. It's so stupid. The level of stupid is so high in this one, like really high. Like we knew it would come to this, that he's gonna stalk her until she gives in. We knew this. I feel elated. The small blossom of hope is now a Japanese flowering cherry. Okay, you don't get to include things that I like. And Buzz Andrea. Miss Bailey went back to her office, Mr. Gray. I know, she emailed me. I need Taylor here in an hour. Yes, sir. I hang up. Anastasia's working for a guy named Jack Hyde. I want to know more about him. I call Roz. Christian. She sounds pissed. Tough. Do we have access to the employee files from SIP? Not yet, but I can get them. Please, today if you can. I want everything they have on Jack Hyde and anyone who's worked for him. Can I ask why? No. She's silent for a moment. Christian, I don't know what's gotten into you recently. Oh, you didn't know your boss is an obsessive stalker, like, douchebag? Roz, just do it, okay? She sighs. Okay, now can we have our meeting about Taiwan shipyard proposal? Yes, I had an important call to make. It took longer than I thought. I'll be right up. Yeah, nothing like ignoring your actual business to stalk your ex. Nothing. Yeah, that's a really good thing to do. When Roz leaves, I follow her out of the office. WSU next Friday. I tell Andrea, who scribbles a reminder in her notebook. And I get uh, and I get to fly in the company chopper. Ross bubbles with enthusiasm. Helicopter, I correct her. Whatever, Christian. Oh, this is a little foreshadow here. She rolls her eyes as she enters the elevator and it makes me smile. Andrea watches Ross leave and then gives me an expectant look. Call Steven. I'll be flying Charlie Tango to Portland tomorrow evening. I'll need him to fly her back to Boeing Field. I tell Andrea. Yes, Mr. Gray. I see no sign of Olivia. Has she gone? Olivia, Andrea asks. I nod. Yes. She seems relieved. Where to? Finance. Good thinking. It'll keep Senator Blandino off my back. Andrea looks pleased at the compliment. You're getting someone else to help out here, I ask. Yes, sir. I'm seeing 3 candidates tomorrow morning. Good. Is Taylor here? Yes, sir. Cancel the rest of my meetings today. I'm going out. Out? She squeaks in surprise. Yes, I grin. Out. Yeah, nothing like being the douchebag business owner that like people have already arrived to meet with you and you're like, "Oh, just cancel because I have to go out and do a thing." Puppy's still on the couch. Oh, I'm glad he's sleeping. I'm sorry, but he was being such a pest. Hmm. Where to, sir? Taylor asks as I stretch out in the back of the SUV. The Mac store. On Northeast 45th. Yes. I'm going to buy Anna an iPad. Leaning back in my seat, I close my eyes and contemplate which apps and songs I'm going to download and install for her. I could choose Toxic. I smirk at the thought. No, I don't think that would be popular with her. She's the right age for Britney Spears. She'd be mad as hell. And for the first time in a while, the thought, thought of her mad makes me smile. Mad like she was in Georgia. Not like, excuse me, not like last Saturday. I shift in my seat. I don't want to be reminded of that. I turn my thoughts back to potential song choices. Excuse me. By the way, if you're only focused on songs, the answer is an iPod. Potential song choices feeling more buoyant than I have in days. My phone buzzes and my heart rate spikes. Dare I hope? Hey, asshole, beer. Hell, a text from my brother. No, busy. You're always busy. Going to Barbados tomorrow. To, relax. See you when I get back, and we'll have that beer. I am so not having hiccups. Later's Lelliot, safe travels. Okay, so this is him and Kate going to Barbados. Because again, Book forgets that his idiot brother is dating Anastasia's roommate. It's been a diverting evening filled with music, a nostalgic journey through my iTunes, making a playlist for Anastasia. I remember her dancing in the kitchen. I wish I knew what she'd been listening to. She looked totally ridiculous and utterly adorable. And that was after I fucked her for the first time. You still can't say we made love. No, it's just I fucked her, which is accurate because he did, and it was quasi consensual at best. No, after I made love to her for the first time. Neither term feels right because they're not. I recall her impassioned plea the night I introduced her to my parents. I want to make you love me. Again, if this was a spin-off of the movie Heartbreakers, would you not believe it? How shocked I was by her simple statement, and yet all she wanted to do was touch me. I shudder at the thought. I have to make her understand this is a hard limit for me. I cannot tolerate being touched. I shake my head. You're getting way ahead of yourself, Gray. You have to close the deal first. I check the inscription on the iPad. Anastasia, this is for you. I know what you want to hear. This music on here says it for me. Christian. Did he ever do anything that's romantic in the first book? 'Cause this is actually pretty romantic. Like, not only buying her an iPad, but like loading it up with like romantic music that he's like, I can't say the words I want to say to you, but these songs say the thing. I've done that, not in an actual relationship, but I've definitely quoted songs in TV and movies when I don't have the words myself. I totally do that. But that's like an autism trait for me, my lack of like any kind of social skills. But this is fairly romantic. This is totally retcon though, because this didn't exist in the other ones for sure. I would have remembered something like this. This so did not exist. Perhaps this will do. She wants hearts and flowers, perhaps this will come close. But I shake my head because I have no idea. There's so much I want to say to her if she'll listen. And if she won't, the songs will say it for me. I just hope she allows me the opportunity to give them to her. Well, you're stalking her in a public place. It's going to be pretty hard for her to, like, ignore you. But if she doesn't like my proposition, if she doesn't like the thought of being with me, what will I do? Move on. It might just be a convenient ride to Portland. The thought depresses me and I head towards my bedroom for some much needed sleep. Do I dare hope? Damn it, yes I do. Thursday, June 9th, 2011. Wait, wasn't it already the 9th? Wait a minute. No, apparently it was the 8th. And they were sending emails past midnight, so, yep. The timeline is still wrong. We're on the last page. This is there's like 2 pages. Nope, there's 1 because this is literally the last page. It's the last page. This is why I have the other book on standby because it's too early to stop. I don't want to have like a 2-hour book club. That would be pathetic. But my page count, we're getting like 10 pages into it. I have not cracked that at all, by the way. I have not looked at it. I have not cracked it. I have not pre-screened it. I have no idea what's in this book that I'm about to pick up and just start reading. And we probably will not get through the whole first chapter because I have no idea how long it is. It's going to be like them flying to the thing, but oh, we're having yet another dream because we have to end on a fucking dream. Of course we do. The doctor holds her hands up. I'm not going to hurt you. I need to check your tummy. Here. She gives me a cold, round, sucky thing and lets me play with it. You can put it on your tummy and I won't touch you. And I can hear your tummy. The doctor is good. The doctor is mommy. Oh, this is the first time he's meeting his adopted mother. Oh, it's gonna be one of those, oh, the police brought this like poor starved, like beaten little orphan into the ER and she fell in love with him and adopted him. I think all the kids are adopted, which that's not weird at all. And it's not if it's like not in a creepy book. My new mommy is pretty. She's like an angel. A Dr. Angel. She strokes my hair. I like it when she strokes my hair. She lets me eat ice cream and cake. She doesn't shout when she finds the bread and apples hidden in my shoes, or under my bed, or under my pillow. Darling, the food is in the kitchen. Just find me or daddy when you're hungry. Point with your finger. Can you do that? There's another boy, Lillian. He's mean, so I punch him. But my new mommy doesn't like the fighting. There is the piano. I like the noise. I stand at the piano and press the white and the black. The noise from the black is strange. Miss Kathy sits at the piano with me. She teaches the black and the white notes. She has long brown hair. She looks like someone I know. She smells of flowers and apple pie. Oh, so he's got a theme. Did he kill Miss Kathy as like an 11-year-old? Because I think he did. She smells of good. She makes the piano sound pretty. She is kind to me. She smiles and I play. She smiles and I am happy. She smiles and she's Anna, beautiful Anna, sitting with me as I play a fugue, a prelude, an adagio, a sonnet. She sighs, resting her head on my shoulders. She smiles. I love listening to you play, Christian. I love you, Christian. Anna, stay with me. You're mine. I love you too. I wake with a start. Today I win her back. And that is how it ends. That is the last line. You are mine. He's still obsessed with the mine. And then there's like a blurb about E.L. James that I'm not going to read. And then, hey, look, the other stuff that she wrote. And hey, look, there's a sequel to this. But that's the end of this. That is the end of this book. Meaning I'm going to skin it later. I still need to highlight a couple pages that I missed. But let's take a flip through of how much burning we did. Come on. Oh, there was some. Come on. Wait, we gotta go over that. This is where it actually caught on fire due to being made of flash paper. Can we see that it's made of flash paper? It burned off part of what I highlighted, for Christ's sake. And it was burning in a way that I didn't see that it was totally on fire. Okay, it charred all the pages. That's the end of this book. I really gotta clean up my desk. I got pieces of the last 3 around. Okay. So that is that. Alright. Since we still got like an hour, I'm gonna pick up the next one. Here we go. 50 Shades, from his point of view, darker. Let's start by reading the back because this is gonna be hilarious. Also, I'm gonna very briefly acknowledgement skip. It starts out on the same day that one ended on. I just want to see how long the first chapter, in quotes, is. It's long. It's really long. It's really, 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 really long. It's 47 pages. Okay, so perfect. If we get through like 7 pages tonight, and then it'll be like a perfect 40 for next week. There we go. There we go. That's what we'll do. We'll read like 7 to 10 pages of this, and then I'll find an appropriate place to stop. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's see. Does it have new book smell stuff? Okay, I can't smell anything, so I'm stuffy. But no. And now I really gotta find the third one somehow without paying for it because I refuse to pay for it. I gotta find it because how many pages is this? I'm not looking. 540. How are these so much longer when covering the same shit and yet they add nothing and retcon so much? How are they so much longer? Ghost Riders. Ghost Riders are the answer. They really are. But hey, we finished the first one. And yes, I know what series we're reading after this. I already have it in my head. I know what it is. I haven't ordered it yet because I need to make sure it's in English. But I do know what it is. So don't think we're gonna die as soon as we're out of E.L. James books. No. I have other things in mind. I have plans. Okay. Hello to whoever just came in. Good to see you. You have perfect timing. Oh, really good stretch. Okay, because we are officially starting Darker, the second book of the Reverse 50 Shades series. Oh wait, I want to read the back first. Okay, here's what it actually says on the back. Relive the passion of 50 Shades Darker through the eyes of Christian Grey, in his own words and through his tormented thoughts, reflections, and dreams. Oh god, there's going to be... How many dream sequences are they going to make us suffer through? I might start skipping them or burning them. The problem is they take up like an entire page, so it'd be really hard to burn them, but I feel like I want to. Like, at least scorch them or something, because they're so fucking terrible. They're scorching. See, the book is telling me to burn it. Okay? When you put it up here, it says burn me. That's what it says. Their scorching sensual affair ended in heartbreak and recrimination. But Christian Grey cannot get Anastasia Steele out of his mind. Or his blood. That feels like a leftover sentiment from when he was a vampire. Determined to win her back, he tries to suppress his darkest desires and his need for complete control, and to love Anna on her own terms, as if she's an actual person. But the horrors of his childhood still haunt him, and Anna's scheming boss, Jack Hyde, clearly wants her for himself. He's in like 2 goddamn scenes and you named him Jack Hyde! You fucking lazy ass horrible writer! I'm writing a fanfic of Hannibal Lecter, and I'm taking that character that is often perceived as a monster and writing him so much better than this garbage. Oi! Oh, for a second I thought somebody bought a duck. Now I'm disappointed. You still have 2 ducks available. And handcuffs. It's late in the night, but the cuffs are still there, and I will still chug the rest of this if anybody wants to pay for it. Where are we? Can Christian's confidant and therapist, Dr. Flynn, help him face down his demons? Oh, we're going to get more of the world's worst therapist. The second world's worst therapist. Or will the possessiveness of Elena, his seducer, and the deranged devotion of Layla, his former submissive, drag Christian down into his past? Neither of them are like evil bitches. Elena's an evil bitch who belongs in jail, but Layla's just a fucking mentally disturbed young woman that he battered and abused and threw away like garbage, and definitely contributed to her mental downfall. 100%. He's so responsible for it. But like, they're not trying to, like, this is making it so much worse. And if Christian does win Anna back, can a man so dark and damaged ever hope to keep her? This is so much bullshit. Like, oh my god, there's nothing true in that at all. This is so much crap. This is gonna be worse. It's just gonna get worse. It's gonna be so much worse. I'm glad we're getting more of the world's worst therapist, just because I'm gonna harp on him for being the world's worst therapist. But like, other than that, this is an appropriate title, I suspect. All right. Thursday, June 9th, 2011. I sit, waiting. My heart is thumping. It's 5:36, and I stare through the privacy glass of my Audi at the front door of her building. Wow. Yeah, for a second I thought it was 5 in the morning and he was like just sitting in the car stalking her, but it's not. It's in the afternoon. This is in the afternoon. He's picking her up. It doesn't. Okay, in my defense, it does not say AM or PM. Okay, they should have just put PM, and I would have known. I know I'm early, but I've been looking forward to this moment all day. I'm going to see her. I shifted my I shifted my seat in the rear of the car. The atmosphere feels stifling, and though I'm trying to remain calm, the anticipation and anxiety are knotting my stomach and pressing down on my chest. Taylor sits in the driver's seat, staring straight ahead, wordless, looking his usual composed self. while I can barely breathe. It's irritating. Damn it, where is she? She's inside. Inside Seattle Independent Publishing. Set back beyond a wide, open sidewalk, the building is shabby and in need of renovation. The company's name is etched haphazardly in the glass, and the frosted effect on the windows is peeling. The business behind those closed doors could be an insurance company or an accounting firm. They're not displaying their wares. Well, that's something I can rectify when I take control. SIP is mine. Almost. I've signed the revised heads of agreement. Taylor clears his throat and his eyes dart to mine in the rearview mirror. I'll wait outside, sir, he says, surprising me, and he climbs out of the car before I can stop him. Yeah, 'cause he knows where you are and what you're doing. Maybe he's more affected by my tension than I thought. Am I that obvious? Maybe he's tense. But why? Maybe it's because he's had to deal with my ever changing moods this past week. And I know I've not been easy. I suspect you've never been easy. Also, hello to whoever's just come in. Say hi in the chat. Good to have you. These are the ducks. Aren't they awesome? But today has been different. Hopeful. It's the first productive day I've had since she left me, or so it feels. My optimism has driven me through my meetings with enthusiasm. 10 hours until I see her. 9, 8, 7. If you're ever doing this, like, there's rare occasion where, like, this is okay, but this is never a good sign. My patience has been tested by the clock as it ticks closer to my reunion with Miss Anastasia Steele. And now that I'm sitting here alone and waiting, the determination and confidence I've enjoyed all day are evaporating. Perhaps she's changed her mind. Will it be a reunion, or am I just a free ride to Portland? I check my watch again. 5:38. Well, you're early, dude. You can't be mad at her for not being on time when you're early. Shit. Why does time move so slowly? Entropy, my dear boy, entropy. I contemplate sending her an email to let her know I'm outside. But as I fumble for my phone, I realize I don't want to take my eyes off the front door. Obsessive much? Leaning back, I run through her recent emails in my mind. I know them by heart. All of them friendly and concise, but without a hint that she's been missing me. Dude, if she wasn't missing you, she wouldn't have answered at all and said, thank you, but no thank you, I'll find my own ride. Maybe I am the free ride. I dismiss the thought and stare at the doorway, willing her to appear. Anastasia Steele, I'm waiting. Yeah, you should go away now. A lot away. All of the away. The door opens and my heart soars into overdrive, but then quickly stutters with disappointment. It's not her. Damn. She's always kept me waiting. A humorless smile tugs at my lips. Waiting at Clayton's, at the Heathman after the photo shoot, and again when I sent her the Thomas Hardy books. Wow, he really is like he's such an immediate gratification person. It's like, no. Tess, I wonder if she still has them. She wanted to give them back to me. She wanted to give them to charity. I don't want anything that will remind me of you. The image of Anna leaving surfaces in my mind's eye. Her sad, ashen face, strict with hurt and confusion. The memory is unwelcome, painful. I made her that miserable. I took everything too far, too quickly, and it fills me with a despair that has become all too familiar since she left. Closing my eyes, I try to center myself, but I'm confronted by my deepest, darkest fear. She's met someone else in the whole, 48 hours that we've been apart. She's shaking She's sharing her little white bed and her beautiful body with some fucking stranger. Yeah, because let's just mentally assume she's a slut. And then after losing her virginity to you under questionable circumstances, is has just immediately within a day of leaving you gone out and found some other cock to ride. Cause yeah, that's how women work. Even for a guy who knows nothing about women, this is fucked up. Damn it, Gray. Stay positive. How about get your head out of your fucking ass, you delusional creep? Don't go there. All is not lost. You'll be seeing her shortly. Your plans are in place. You're going to win her back. She's like so doomed. Like Emily Bronte doomed, like Red Shirt Ensign in Star Trek doomed. And yes, I'm quoting Penelope Garcia. That's an awesome episode. And Jonathan Frakes is actually in it. That's why they made the Star Trek reference. It has one of the best Spencer Reid monologues ever. It has like him like absolutely being fucking amazing. And I wish they'd had him be like that more often. But yeah, the episode's The Uncanny Valley, with Samantha Malcolm, and Jonathan Frakes. And Frakes plays an absolute creepy bastard in that. He plays such a disgusting character, which is really weird. Because everything I've ever seen him in, like not just Star Trek, that's obviously what he's most known for, and he's become an amazing director. But in terms of acting, I'd only ever seen him in like good guy roles. So like seeing him as like the secret unsub in that episode, like dear God, it was disturbing, but perfect. Like he played it really well. He obviously knew like I'm like background, so don't take away, because again, Matthew Gray Gubler was doing an amazing, one of his best scenes. Other than like him with Kat later on, him and Kat are amazing, and the actress playing Kat, I forget her name, but she's amazing, and they just had such wonderful, wonderful chemistry. Opening my eyes, I stare at the front door through the window. My mood now as dark as the Audi's tinted glass. More people leave the building, but still no Anna. Where is she? Taylor's pacing outside and glancing towards the front door. Christ, he looks as nervous as I feel. What the hell is it to him? My watch says 5:43. She'll be out in a moment. I take a deep breath and tug at my cuffs, trying to straighten my tie. Excuse me, only to find I'm not wearing one. Hell. Raking my hand through my hair, I try to dismiss my doubts, but they continue to plague me. Am I just a free ride to her? Dude, she could have gotten a ride for free many other ways than putting up with you. Will she have missed me? Will she want me back? Is there someone else? I have no idea. This is worse than waiting for her in the marble bar, and the irony is not lost on me. I thought that was the biggest deal I'd ever negotiate with her, and that didn't turn out the way I expected. Nothing turns out as I expect with Miss Anastasia Steele. Panic knots in my stomach once more. Today I have to negotiate a bigger deal. I want her back. She said she loved me. Again, he needs, like, with the taking, with her saying in her sleep, I'll never leave you. He took that so fucking literal. Like, dude, you need to be in an institution for a while. My heart rate spikes in response to the adrenaline that floods my body. No, no, don't think about that. She can't feel that way about me. Calm down, Gray. Focus. So she can't love you. You don't want her to love you, but you want her back because you don't want her to be with anyone else. So again, not love, that's possession. I glance once more at the entrance to Seattle Independent Publishing, and she is there, walking towards me. Fuck. Anna. Shock sucks the breath from my body like a kick to the solar plexus. Beneath a black jacket, she's wearing one of my favorite I turned 2 pages at once. Favorite dresses. The purple one, and black high-heeled boots. Her hair, burnished by the early evening sun, sways in the breeze as she moves. But it's not her clothing or her hair that holds my attention. Her face is pale, almost translucent. There are dark circles beneath her eyes, and she's thinner. Thinner. Guilt laces through me. Christ. She's suffered too. How can you tell under a dress that she's thinner? Also, it's been like 3 days. My concern at her appearance turns to anger. No, fury. She hasn't been eating. She's lost what, 5 or 6 pounds in the last few days? Okay, there's no way to do that by just not eating. If you just don't eat for a couple days, you're not going to drop 5 or 6 pounds. That's not how that works at all, ever. But again, she's anorexic. The book makes no secret of that. So yeah, the breakup is probably an excuse for her not to eat, but it would not result in her losing that kind of weight that quickly. There's no possible way, there's no safe way to do that. There are ways to do that. None of them are safe, and they all take like active participation. And just not eating is it quite that's not it. You know, I grew up not eating for half my life. Believe me, it doesn't make you thin. She glances at some random guy behind her, and he gives her a broad smile. He's a good-looking son of a bitch, full of himself. Asshole. Pot, meat, kettle. Their carefree exchange only fuels my rage. He watches her with a blatant male appreciation as she walks towards the car, and my wrath increases with each of her steps. Great, so you finally get to see her again, and you're going to be a pissed off rage machine the second she gets in the car because some random stranger noticed that she is female and has tits and an ass? Like, honey, I may be like 300 pounds, but I still get looked at when I walk down the street. And yeah, guys make that face sometimes in the hubba hubba kind of way. Not that I tend to notice, but when they talk to me, I get it. Don't like, ugh. And I've had guys say to me, or people, not just guys, women as well, a couple of times, say like when somebody else is looking at me, that it's somehow my fault that they're looking. Are you fucking kidding me? Like that's the kind of bullshit I have no tolerance for. Like, do not ever come at me because of what I'm wearing, how I look, my makeup, any of that shit. Or if somebody else is looking at me. First ever fight I got in, real story in middle school. I was like 11. Got in a fight. Didn't understand why. Because there was a playground at the school and I lived across the street. So I went there one night. There was this bunch of bitchy girls, and one of them came up to me. I didn't know her. And started getting in my face, and I was like, "What?" Because I didn't know her. And she punched me in the face. And I chose to walk away rather than get in a fight with her, but I through the school grapevine, because everybody heard about it, of course, I found out the next day that it was the reason that this happened was because she had a boyfriend who went to the school, and apparently she caught him looking at me in the hallway. I was way thinner back then, and I had double D tits by that time, and I was like, this is the time when most girls have like A cup, and I was double D. So yeah, I got a lot of unwanted male attention, plus most guys doing you know, the eyes bulging out, tongue on the floor thing, just because I had big tits and they couldn't help but look, kind of thing. And yes, you can help but look, boys. I don't buy into the excuse that, you know, they can't help themselves. I don't buy that fucking garbage. They absolutely can help themselves. But apparently, her boyfriend looked at me in the hallway, and that's why she took offense and decided to punch me in the face when she saw me on the playground. I have no clue to this day who the fuck that stupid bitch was or who her idiot boyfriend was, but it's not my goddamn fault he can't keep his eyes in his head. Nothing ever came of it. I never saw her again. I still don't know who the boyfriend was. But that kind of stupid shit. Like, I'm sorry, if you're needing to get into a fight because your man can't keep his head, like his eyes in his head, and he's looking at other women in front of you, how about you have a conversation with him about appropriate behavior and disrespecting you rather than viewing the other woman as the problem? Because you know what? Other women exist on planet Earth. If he wasn't staring at me, he would have been staring at somebody else. So deal with him instead of saying I'm the goddamn problem. But that's what he's doing. All other men are the problem, and if I just eliminate all other men on Earth, then she'll have no choice but to be with me. Taylor opens the door and offers her his hand to help her climb inside, and suddenly she's sitting beside me. When did you last eat? I snap. Yeah, real great way to reintroduce yourself, dickwad. Struggling to keep my composure. Her blue eyes peer up at me, stripping me bare and leaving me as raw as they did the first time I met her. Hello, Christian. Yes, it's nice to see you too, she says. Yeah. Take a cue. What the fuck? I don't want your smart mouth now. Answer me. If I'm her, I'm getting out of this car immediately. I'm immediately getting out of the car and saying, obviously this was a mistake. You're still a fucking bastard. How fucking dare you talk to me like this? Go fuck yourself. I'll find my own ride to Portland. I never want to see you again, you fucking ignorant fucking bastard. She stares at her hands in her lap, so I have no idea what she's thinking. Then trots out some lame excuse about eating a yogurt and a banana. That's not eating, says the guy who's been not eating. I try, really try, to keep a rein on my temper. How about acknowledging that you have no right to be angry at her? She's not your property, you fucking douchebag. When did you last have a real meal? I press her, but she ignores me, looking out the window. Taylor pulls away from the curb, and Anna waves to the prick who followed her out of the building. Who's that? My boss. How about none of your fucking business, douchebag? None of your business. How is she? Why? They've been back for like 10 seconds and he's already being a controlling, raging, douchebag, loser, fucking obsessive fuckwad. You would never, no woman would fucking tolerate this shit in real life. Not after she told him to fuck off once already. No way in hell. Like, go to hell, you fucking idiot. You have no right to ask me when I was eating. You have no right to ask me who that was. Go fucking fuck yourself. Fuck you and your stupid rules. Like, get the fuck away from this guy. And this is after saying, like, oh, I'm going to try to do it her way. I'm going to try to not be so evil and stalkery. And what is the first thing he fucking does? All this crap. Like, honest to God, like, this is why I say he's like putting drugs in every meal she eats and every drink that she has, because there's no other explanation for why she stays with him unless he's constantly drugging her. And we already in the first one had plenty of instances where he clearly roofied her. Like, I'm just elaborating on that now. What was the episode of Buffy? God damn it, it's early too. Where her mom starts dating a guy. I think his name is Ted. He's played by a guy who's been in everything. I wish I knew his name because he's a really good actor. Really, 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 really good actor. And I love him. And like Buffy hates him, as of course anyone does. Somebody starts dating your mom when you're like 16, of course. But all her friends are eventually like, oh, he's not so bad. He's such a nice guy. But he's constantly like giving them food. And then Willow, of course, being the brains of the operation, notices like Xander's change of behavior, and she like chemically analyzes one of the cookies and basically figures out that it's got like a mild version of ecstasy in it. So that's why like he's constantly like feeding Joyce and all the others, because he's drugging them to like him. But Buffy hates him from the start, so she never eats any of the food out of spite, and that's why it's not working on her. But that's what Christian Grey is doing, I swear. He's that guy. I'm not going to give away the rest of it because it's a good episode. But it's that guy. Like, I swear. There's an episode of NCIS with it, too. At least the puppy's happily sleeping. Little baby finally went to sleep. I'm always sad on nights where there's literally only one comment in the chats. So anybody watching, at least say hello so I don't feel so bad. So that's Jack Hyde. I recall the employee details I flipped through this morning. From Detroit, scholarship in Princeton. Worked his way up at a publishing firm in New York, but has moved on every few years, working his way across the country. He never retains an assistant. They don't last more than 3 months. Gee, he's like a carbon copy of Christian. 3 months. That's how long he keeps his subbies. And from Detroit, you said. Ha 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 ha. Except in the first one, it's a reveal that Christian was ever there, whereas now we know he hates the city, but he doesn't know why. He's on my watch list, and I'll have my security advisor Welch find out more. Focus on the matter at hand, Gray. Well, your last meal? Go fuck yourself. Taylor, pull over and let me out. Christian, that's really none of your concern, she whispers. Correct. None of your goddamn fucking business. Whatever you do concerns me. Tell me. Don't write me off, Anastasia, please. She's not writing you off. She's telling you to go fuck yourself when you haven't seen her in 3 days. You're not together. She's trying to be friendly. And your first inclination is, when did you last eat? Well, you're acting like a rage-filled douchebag. Again, I would have immediately gotten out of the car and that would have been it. If he contacted me again, I would have been like, I gave you a chance. You still acted like a fucking dick. I'm not tolerating it. I'm done with you. Don't contact me again. Goodbye. And then you get a restraining order. I'm the free ride. She sighs in frustration and rolls her eyes to piss me off. Oh yeah, she did piss you off. Now I don't have it. Right here. Right fucking here. All the fucking way. It still bothers me that we have 2 empty places on the duck stage. The last of the ducks. And then I'm ordering more ducks. I haven't decided if I'm getting more ducks or if I'm recycling these. I really haven't decided. But I do know we need the last 2 out of the bag before I do anything. So until that happens, I can't make a decision about the ducks. Excuse me. And I see it, a soft smile pulling at the corner of her mouth. She's trying not to laugh. She's trying not to laugh at me. Yeah, because you're a joke. Excuse me. Okay. After all the heartache I've suffered, it's so refreshing that it cracks through my anger. It's so Anna. I find myself mirroring her and try to mask my smile. Well, my tone is much gentler. Pasta alla mongol last Friday, she answers, her voice subdued. Jesus H. Christ, she's not eaten since our last meal together. I want to pull her across my knee right now, here in the back of the SUV. But I know I can't ever touch her like that again. That's not what she said. Like, he's misinterpreting everything. What do I do with her? How about you let her be her own person and you remember that you don't control her like a puppy? She looks down, examining her hands, her face paler and sadder than it was before, and I drink her in, trying to fathom what to do. An unwelcome emotion blossoms in my chest, threatening to overwhelm me, but I push it aside. As I study her, it becomes achingly clear that my biggest fear is unfounded. I know she didn't get drunk and meet someone. That's so stupid to begin with. Looking at how she is now, I know she's been on her own, tucked up in bed, weeping her heart out. No, you don't necessarily know that, but that's a great fantasy for you. The thought is at once comforting and distressing. I'm responsible for her misery. Yup, me. I'm the monster. I did this to her. How can I ever win her back? You shouldn't, and you should go away forever now. You're not going to, but you should. Because, yeah, you are toxic, to put it mildly. I see. The word the words feel inadequate. My task suddenly feels too daunting. She will never want me back. Get a grip, Cray. Alright, I'm looking ahead to find a place to stop, and I don't care if it's before midnight. I'm headed up at this. But again, we have a chapter that just keeps going and 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 going, and it's one long, unbroken fucking chapter. God, even I put fucking page breaks to like make it easier to read. I can write for days. Okay, there is no break. We're just gonna find a place to break when it's time. We're gonna find a place to break. Ow. You see, I damp down my fears and make a plea. You look like you've lost at least 5 pounds, possibly more since then. Please eat, Anastasia. I'm helpless. What else can I say? How about you look good? Good to see you. I missed you. That's a great dress. Let's have a good time tonight. How about you don't say any of this crap about pressuring her to eat? She sits still, lost in her own thoughts, staring straight ahead, and I have some time to study her profile. She's as elfin and sweet and as beautiful as I remember her. I want to reach out and stroke her cheek, feel how soft her skin is, check that she's real. You know, if you're questioning reality, you maybe should be in an institution. I turned my body towards her, itching to touch her. How are you? I asked because I want to hear her voice. If I told you I was fine, I'd be lying. Tim, she's right. I'm right. She's been suffering, and it's all my fault. Yes, everything is your fault. But her words give me a modicum of hope. Perhaps she's missed me. Maybe. Encouraged, I cling to that thought. Me too. I miss you. I reach for her hand because I can't live another minute without touching her. That's not creepy at all, except all of the way. Christian, she stops, her voice cracking, but she doesn't pull her hand from mine. Anna, please, we need to talk. Christian, please, I've cried so much, she whispers, and her words and the sight of her fighting back tears pierce what's left of my heart. Oh, baby, no. I tug her hand, and before she can protest, I lift her into my lap, circling her with my arms. Massively inappropriate. Oh, the feel of her. I've missed you so much, Anastasia. She's too light, too fragile, and I want to shout in frustration. But instead, I bury my nose in her hair, overwhelmed by her intoxicating scent. It's reminiscent of happier times. An orchard in the fall, laughter at home, bright eyes full of humor and mischief and desire. My sweet, sweet Anna. Mine. This is so sick. I'm officially stopping at the first convenient place. I don't care what time it is. At first, she's stiff with resistance, but then after a beat, she relaxes against me, her head resting on my shoulder. If they start to fuck, I'm done. Emboldened, I take a risk, and closing my eyes, I kiss her hair. I can say nobody has ever kissed my hair. She doesn't struggle out of my hold, and it's a relief. I've yearned for this woman, but I must be careful. I don't want her to bolt again. I hold her, enjoying the feel of her in my arms and this simple moment of tranquility. But it's a brief interlude. Taylor reaches the Seattle downtown helipad in record time. Come. With reluctance, I lift her off my lap. We're here. Perplexed eyes search mine. Helipad, on the top of the building. How did she think we were getting to Portland? How about driving? It would take at least 3 hours to drive. Taylor opens her door and I climb out on my side. I should give you back your handkerchief, she says to Taylor with a coy smile. Keep it, Miss Steele, with my best wishes. What the hell is going on between them? You really, your own bodyguard. He gave her a handkerchief. And you want to act like a douchebag about it? You fucking, like, he's so, like, I'm sorry, but that line is a line too far, literally. You're worried that what? She's fucking your bodyguard behind your back? I can't breathe. I'm so stuffy. 9, I interrupt. Not just to remind them what time he'll pick us up in Portland, but to stop him from talking to Anna. He's stopping his own bodyguard from talking to the woman that he is stalking. The fuck? Yes, sir, he says quietly. Damn right. She's my girl. So hard. Suck it. Suck it so fucking hard. In the words of G.I. Jane, suck my fucking dick. There's got to be a good place to stop because I'm so done. I'm sorry it's short tonight. I'm really sorry. I didn't plan this, but I'm so done and there's no goddamn place to stop. I'm just gonna pick one in the next 2 pages and then we're gonna be done because I'm so done. I'm so done. This is so many levels too far, and I was not prepared for this. Flashes of her vomiting on the ground, me holding back her hair, run through my head. I gave her my handkerchief then, and I never got it back. And later that night, I watched her sleep beside me. Perhaps she still has it. Perhaps she still uses it. Stop now, Gray. Taking her hand, the chill has gone, but her hand is still cool. I lead her into the building. As we reach the elevator, I recall our encounter at the Heathman. That first kiss. Yeah, that first kiss. The thought wakes my body, because of course, even now he has to be horny. But the doors open, distracting me, and reluctantly, I release her to usher her inside. The elevator is small, and we're no longer touching, but I sense her. All of her. Here. Now. Shit. I swallow. Is it because she's so near? Darkening eyes look up at mine. Oh, Anna. Her proximity is arousing. She inhales sharply and looks at the floor. I feel it too. I reach for her hand and caress her knuckles with my thumb. She looks at me, her fathomless eyes clouding with desire. Fuck, I want her. Well, duh. She bites her lip. Please don't bite your lip, Anastasia. My voice is low, full of longing. Well, I always want her like this. I want to kiss her, press her into the elevator wall like I did during our first kiss. I want to fuck her here and make her mine again. She blinks, her lips gently parted, and I suppress a groan. How does she do this? Derail me with a look. I'm used to control, and I'm practically drooling over her. Because her teeth are pressed under her lip. You know what that does to me. And right now, baby, I want to take you in this elevator. But I don't think you'll let me. Well, duh, you're not together right now, so that would be a big no. The doors slide open and the rush of cold air brings me back to the now. We're on the roof, and although the day has been warm, the wind has picked up. Anastasia shivers beside me. I wrap my arm around her as she huddles into my side. She feels too slight, but her petite frame fits perfectly under my arm. See, we fit together so well. Okay, I found where we're going to stop. We head out onto the helipad towards Charlie Tango. The rotors are slowly spinning. She's ready for liftoff. Stephen, our pilot, runs towards us. We shake hands and I keep Anastasia tucked under my arm. Ready to go, sir? She's all yours. He roars above the sound of the helicopter engines. All checks done? Yes, sir. You'll collect her around 8:30. Yes, sir. Taylor's waiting for you up front. Thank you, Mr. Gray. Safe flight to Portland, ma'am. He salutes Anna and heads toward the waiting elevator. We duck down under the rotors and I open the door, taking her hand to help her climb aboard. As I strap her into the seat, her breath hitches, the sound traveling straight to my groin. There we go. I cinch the straps extra tight, trying to ignore my body's reaction to her. This should keep you in your place. And I'm punching you in the face and saying, get me the fuck. Keep you in your place. Keep you in your place. The thought runs through my head and I realize I've said it out loud. I must say, I like this harness on you. Don't touch anything. She flushes. Finally, some color stains her face. And I can't resist. I run the back of my index finger down her cheek, tracing the line of her blush. It's like when Hannibal Lecter touches Clarice's finger when he gives her the vial. That's exactly what that's like. This should keep you in your place. The thought runs through my head, and I realize I've said it out loud. I must say, I like you in this harness. Don't touch anything. She flushes, finally, blah, blah, blah. Lord, I want this woman. She scowls, and I know it's because she can't move. I hand her some headphones and take my seat and buckle up. I run through my pre-flight checks. All instruments are in the green with no advisory lights. I roll the throttles to fly, set the transponder code, and confirm the anti-collision light is on. It all looks good. I don my headphones, switch on the radios, and check the rotor RPM. When I turn to Anna, she's watching me intently. Ready, baby? Yes. She's wide-eyed and excited, and I can't help my wolfish grin as I radio the tower to make sure that they're awake and listening. Once I have permission to take off, I check the oil temperature and the rest of the gauges. They're all in normal operating range, so I increase the collective, and Charlie Tango, elegant bird that she is, rises smoothly into the sky. Oh, I love this. Feeling a little more confident as we gain altitude, I glance at Miss Steele beside me. Time to dazzle her. Showtime, Gray. And that's where we're stopping. That's where I'm drawing the fucking line. I've had enough of this crap for tonight. I didn't plan on getting into second book this far, but we did because there's nothing to it, literally. And he is still the world's most epic douchebag, and she should have walked away so many times. As soon as he started in with the when did you last eat, and like you've lost 5 pounds and you look terrible, and the jealous fuckery and all the bullshit, like, girl, he is not worth it. Unless, like, he's promising you 100 grand a month, not worth it. Just be done with it. Walk away. There's other guys, and they can make you come just as much. Also, you can do that yourself. I could send some literature, but at least my lips look amazing tonight. Because I'm seriously, the shape, like, seriously, my lips look fucking amazing. We're so done. I've had it. I've beyond had it. I'm gonna skin the first book and then rip out all the pages that I highlighted so that I can start recording and get on the burn video, because I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy burning the shit out of what is left of this. I'm really going to enjoy it because it deserves it so much more than the other ones. So I'm sorry that we are a little short tonight. Not that much, but a little. And I hope everybody had a good time. I hope you enjoyed all of the ducks who have been here watching. Aren't they spectacular? Shouldn't we have 2 more of them? And then we'll see what we do with them. But thank you. I hope you enjoyed the extreme amount of puppy visits. Sorry he's annoying, but he tries. He is a good baby. He's a good fur baby. He just wants belly rubs and cuddles. He really does. But thank you all for watching. I've been Insane Lane. This has been Book Club. We are now into the second book. God help us all. And I will see you next week. Thank you. Take care of yourself and love on a fur baby. Until then, bye bye.